Yeah, from Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah, yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long live the queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally. Libra queen. Forever strong. Kentucky vibe. Where you belong.
Hello, good evening. This is your girl Creole Butterfly Libra Butterfly Coco 929 coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The Lord, I don't forget what I was saying. Trying to make sure this thing ain't mess up. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy Kenseata, happy anniversary, happy Kenseata. From me, from Lottie Dottie and every darn body, okay? Y'all, my mind is everywhere, okay? So you know I'm the Oprah of the smooches, so you get a smooch, you get a smooch, everybody gets a smooch. Mwah. I hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday, okay? Wonderful Wednesday. What's up, Charlie? But hey, my sister from another mister. What's up, JB LeBron? Hey, okay, choir rehearsal. Okay, wow. All right, now. So, okay, let's get into it, okay? First of all, let me show y'all what I'm waiting to see if I get to have, okay? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? What? I'm waiting to see if I'm gonna get to have her. She's 4.5. Okay. Tears. Tears. Ain't she a doll? She needs to go to a good home for whatever reason. The owner, who's a good owner, can't keep her. And my old hairdresser let me know about it, gave me the lady's number and everything. And I'm not the only one that could be possibly getting her. She hopes I'm the one that gets her because she know I've been wanting one and that I love the animals. I love them. I love them. I love them. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm hoping that the lady called me and say, you know what? Come on and get her. Okay. So anyway, I hope so. Yeah, that's good. I'm so excited. I really am. Yeah, we got a lot on the little thing to talk about today. So let me go here and pull this information up. Ooh, chat. How y'all been today? How you been? How you doing? How your family doing? Okay. Let me see where'd it go. I thought I had it. Let me see. Hold on. Because I know people didn't, I don't know if people was aware of this or not. Hold on. Hold on. Well, let's start off with something good to look at first. I ain't put this in my title, but I know y'all gonna forgive me. Hold on. I know y'all gonna forgive me. Yes. Cause y'all gonna forgive me for this. Because this right here, kid, this right here. Here we go. Ah, okay, y'all ready? Let's see. Y'all ready? You ready? Let's go back. I just want to clear y'all minds a little bit, give y'all a little sunshine, give y'all the chocolate, because I like chocolate, okay? I like Hershey chocolate. I do. Look at that, man. Hey, whoa. Ooh, 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 okay. Is all mine square? What color was the shorts again? I'm just saying. Okay. Anywho, yes. Only because I got lot of chocolate lovers. That's it. We got a lot of chocolate lovers. And I just wanted to share some chocolate. Okay. Wanted to share some chocolate. That's it. That's all. I wanted to share some chocolate. All right, let me pull this up. Let's get to serious business. I know. Let's get to some serious business. But to all my chocolate lovers, did you enjoy that? Okay. Sorry, sister. Sorry. Oh, shoot. I just had to share. I shares. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go here. Cyber experts warned of spike in fake storage alerts aimed at stealing personal information. It's called Trend Micro is tracking the trend in real time and found a 531% month over month increase in cloud storage scam attempts from September to October. So this is what it looked like. Your cloud storage may be full. Okay. Okay. All right, security experts are warning consumers about an increase in a popular scam that mimics legitimate cloud storage alerts to steal personal and financial information. Y'all, they get smarter and smarter and smarter. Okay, Trend Micro, a global cybersecurity company, reports a sharp rise, commonly known as cloud storage scams. Criminals send texts or emails claiming a user's phone or other device is running out of storage, urging them to upgrade immediately. And I know that's true, y'all. I know that's true because my phone was saying that to me. And I almost clicked it and I'm like, nah, I just go to my phone people. And if they tell me yes, and they'll show me what to do. Because I am absolutely, my mom did that one day and somebody stole her credit card information and used her credit card information in a whole nother state. And they got it from her phone. So I told, what's up, Vibrant Bun? So I told her, don't ever, okay, do that again. Ever would it be? Don't do that again. If she has any questions, let me do it. If anything, we'll find something out, okay? Let me see. I'm gonna do one more before I get into the main story of the main thing. And yes, yours truly had a current incident, y'all. You are not gonna believe it. Oh, my sister Charlie, I had a current incident, girl. Oh my gosh. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Wait till y'all hear it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, but it's one more thing I want to get into first. I forgot to add this to my thing. This is a story real quick about now I'm gonna wait until it's after I tell my story. Okay, so I've been living in this house for 5 years. Okay. It's actually going on 6, but at least 5 years, okay? And my son, he has a truck, and his truck has been giving him, like, he's put over $3,000 in his truck. And where we take our car to get fixed, they told him, man, I'm gonna tell you, if this car lasts until Thanksgiving, it'll be a miracle. This car is not worth you putting any more money in it. I don't care if it's $5. Don't put no more money in this car, because believe it or not, it's gonna need an engine, and all this and stuff. So of course my son been saving up money to put down on another car to buy one straight out. So I was gone to Chicago, and I took my keys with me and Will. You ain't driving my car. Uh, and so he started up his truck to go get him something that he wanted to eat. On his way back, it stopped right there at a railroad track. So he's pushing this big old cheap jerky, wait a minute, Jeep Cherokee, okay, uh, by himself down a highway, okay, because we live off of a highway. And so a black guy saw him, helped him push it a little bit more. A white guy saw him, pulled over, helped him get it around the bend, okay. And so once he got a good start at it, they helped him get a good start at it. He kept the momentum. So as soon as he got to our yard, he pushed it as much as he could in the yard and made sure it wasn't blocking one of our neighbors' driveway. Now, did y'all hear me say it was my son's truck? My son has an apartment downstairs. So that means if he has an apartment downstairs and it's his truck, that truck has been out there parked, right? Okay, right? All right. So we in here. Okay, so we called yesterday to have it towed away. Like, we was gonna sell it, sell it to this place called Pull Apart, and everything. So the man didn't think he could come, and so we just canceled. So we said we'll call for Sunday. Okay, and so anyway, I'm in the house. I just got in from my medical situation, and I'm in here. Girl, lay on this couch and watch nothing but movies and sip on some coffee. My son, he's downstairs. All of a sudden, y'all, we heard boom, 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 boom. Everybody know a police knock. Okay, everybody know a police knock. And so, my son being a man, of course he gonna come up them steps. He don't want his mama answering the door like that. So he gonna come up them steps. He got that thing, and he leave that thing at correct the person. Okay, we call it correct the ninja. He leave it right there. Okay, so he ain't gotta go too far to grab it. So when he opened, he saw it was a cop. First he said, "Mama, you waiting on somebody?" I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "Unless it's AT&T." I said, "But they ain't coming to tomorrow." Like, yeah. He said, "I don't see no truck." So he opens up the door, because see, the cop didn't even pull in front of the house. That's what was so crazy. He ain't pulling our driveway in front of the house or nothing. He pulled next door in front of their house. So my son opens the door. He said, "Good evening." And the police officer said, "Good evening." He said, "Good evening." He said, "Do you know who owns this truck out here?" He said, "I do." He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Well, if you own it, then all right, because it's on your property." He said, "So," he said, "but somebody called us and said that their truck has been out there and they didn't know who owned it. And so they was calling to make sure it wasn't stolen." Okay. Said they wanted to make sure it wasn't, hey, Mix Boo, it wasn't stolen. And they just don't understand why it was right there, because this, that, and the other. My son said, "Man, I've had that truck since February. That truck has been all up and through here." And said, "That's the same truck. And it belongs to me." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience." He said, "But the sooner you can have it towed, it'll be better." He said, "I ain't gonna mess with it because it's yours and it's on your property." Like that. He said, "So you've answered all the questions I have for you." He said, "So thank you. You all have a good day." I said, "You too, sir. Thank you." My son went off. I couldn't say nothing because he had the right to be pissed, okay? He said, as long as we've been living in this house, he said, I wonder which one of these nosy neighbors did that. I said, they number one. I said, I'm gonna tell you exactly who it was. I said the one across the street, and I forgot what we call her. Her name is Miss Something. I said, you know, she the only one that's asked by Bumbarai. She thinks she owns this block. I said, you know, our Mexican neighbors could care less. As many cars and stuff that they be having over there, you know, they can care less. Our other neighbors just moved in on the other side of us, and everybody else mind their business. It's only one. So my son, which I did not know because I do not approve, goes outside, and I hear him saying, like they don't know it's my truck. What? Cause we black? Is that the problem? We been here almost 6 years. We don't mess with nobody. Cause what? I'm hearing him, but I'm thinking he's downstairs. Okay. So he comes in, boom. He's fired up. He slams the door. Shoot, man, send the cops over here for a truck. And I'm like, come here. He said, nah, mom, I'm on my way. He said, and guess what? You right. It was her. She gonna holler. I ain't know that was your truck, young man. I don't remember seeing you all with that truck. I was just trying to make sure it wasn't stolen and sitting over here on our street. I apologize. Chad. She's the same one. Like garbage man runs on a Wednesday, which today he ran. Okay, if we don't get our garbage can pulled back, because the way my son works, and then he knows most of the time when I have my medical situation, I'm drained. Okay, so and then I can only do certain amount of lifting and pulling with my arm. All right, so he knows that. So my son's like, look, I'm too tired. My feet hurt because he works on his feet, and most of the time it's 14 hours. Okay, so he's like, my feet hurt. I get that thing, you know. And then if he wake up late and it's time to go to work again, then it sits out there another day. She's the only one complains. And it's not like we the only ones, y'all, whose trash can does that. Some people, they just don't get it for 2 days. But it's on their property. You understand what I'm saying? Like, woman, get you some gown, get you some penis. Hey, Kim B, get you something because you working my nerves. And I'm trying, yeah, I know she's old. And I'm trying not to cuss her out because I don't cuss no more. But my cusser ain't broke. You feel what I'm saying? My cusser ain't broke at all. I choose not to. But baby, you got one more time because you on that nerve. You are on that nerve. Seriously. Like she came one day, it was last summer before last, she came over here and knocked on my door. I said, yes. She said, oh, I just wanted to say it has something to do with my backyard. Something had to do with did you hear me say my backyard? I got a fence and everything. My backyard. I forgot what it was. I'm allowing this woman. And she said, oh, I just wanted you to know, you know, and uh, you could do this, and that. And I'm looking at first of all, I had to remember she's an old woman. Because I'm serious. I was going to cuss her unconscious. You old, decrepit. Oh, Lord. Let me calm down. And I was like, okay, now she's doing too much. She's really doing too much. Okay. And, you know, like, seriously. But yeah, she was going to get a good old fashioned project cussing. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I wouldn't have cared how she felt, you know. So it was just, this woman, bless her heart and all her parts. But see, where I got some control, my son don't. He ain't got no cool. When you piss him off, you know you pissed him off because he going to tell you. Okay, I'm working on it, y'all. I promise I'm still working on the boy. I've been working on him since he was a kid. He's always been that kid that expresses how he felt, and that's my fault. Because I wanted my kids to tell me how they felt. And he just took that and ran with it. You know? Who child? Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Well, unfortunately, I am back current in my neighborhood, especially my neighbor across the street. Her dog come in my yard and do the number two, and she knows it. And one, oh, that's different. Yeah, that's different. But I ain't that neighbor, so don't I take very good care of my property, very good care of my property. But this woman is just she likes to complain. Like seriously, she really likes to complain. I've noticed that she used to walk up and down the street just looking at people's stuff, telling people what they should be doing with their yard, telling people how many cars that she thinks they need to be having and stuff like that. Girl, you lucky ain't nobody knocked you upside your head. Even though I live in a good area, praise God, and my street is multicultural. Like it's about four Mexican families over here. It's one, two. It used to be five black families, but one sold their house and moved to Florida. So it's four black families, and the rest is white. Okay, and don't nobody bother nobody over here. Like we all like, hi, 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 hi. We go on about our business. She's the only one that's got to correct everything. I mean, she, and people don't like her. They do not like her. I think I respect her because of her age, but that was her last time with me. I'm just really being honest with y'all. That was her last time with me. Okay, her very last time. Let me see what that y'all saying. She lucky she has the Libra and not the Aries. I know, right? Titi Kim, she would be walking out to number two on her porch. They good girl. Okay. Let me see. She lucky I wasn't there. It would be some white on white. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it, boo. I'm gonna drop it. Let me see. Tara, sissy, mixed love, cussing. Okay. Y'all, I was so shocked. I had never experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never experienced it. I was like, are you serious? This woman called the cops on my son's car, whose name is on the house too. Hello. He was a kid when we moved over here. Was he a kid 5 years ago? No, but he was still living under our roof. So, we added him just in case. You understand what I'm saying? It's weird. It's like, girl, I'm gonna need you to get some ping, okay? I know you old, but I'm gonna need you to find some because you act like you need some. I'm just saying, you all up in everybody's business. I know that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, I have a line guy too. He does a great job. He does all of our edge ups and everything, and he takes the weed eater out. Honey, he does. I love my yard. He does a great job. But girl, she, this child, she done got on my everlasting child. I'm serious. So she got one more time. For real. This time was the last time. Next time I'm gonna give her everything she's asking for. She gonna be so mad at me when I tell her how I feel about her. And if she don't get her gut up a country butt, crip keeper looking at you back over across the street, baby, I'm gonna call the zoo on you and tell them they're one.
Say, I'm gonna tell you something. That lady better be glad you ain't got a picture of her because I would roast her for her life right now. And but a white woman. Um, and secondly, she needs to realize you have crazy white friends that don't mind showing up. See, here's the thing: they can't trace it back to you if they don't know.
Okay. And
I'm
they
just
know.
saying. I'm just saying that I will cut a hole in the name of Jesus. See, there's a difference between white people and white folk. I'm white
Okay.
folk. I will cut your ass and ask questions later. You that white bitch down the street that nobody likes, that everybody fucking hates on the
Okay.
block. You be trying to pay attention to everybody business, you nosy hoe. How about get some business of your own? Go sleep with a man. Go get somebody to eat your coochie. I guess you lesbian. And here's the thing about women like that. Let me explain something to you. They ain't never got no good peen. They're usually undercover lesbian. Couldn't live their truth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
people who live their truth, they happy. Or she's a freaky bitch who never got to be freaky. One of the
Okay.
two. Because that's why they so happy. They have that vanilla sex and all they do is, you know, act
Yeah.
like they don't even like it when they're in the bed. You know the kind of time they just lay there like a wet rag, like a noodle.
Yes. And the fact, girl, that we still dealing with not just one but two deaths in the family now, but I don't want to talk about that. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you,
But
Mixology.
she knew that was your baby's truck. You've been
I
living
know
there
she
so long.
did. You
Learn,
can go
hoe.
up to her when I told him, when they young, they don't think, girl.
Yeah.
I said when you come home, you need to turn your music down because this is a quiet neighborhood and everything. I used to tell my husband that he come home blasting either blues, girl, or church music. You can
Oh,
hear
I
him.
be out there with your son in the parking lot singing to his radio.
Wait a minute. And then he loves Mexican music. He speak a little, Mexican, and so
A little
he'll be gonna play. All
Spanish.
you hear is da 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 da, and he be I mean, he just be
See,
turning it on
I'd be your white neighbor across the street. Go, go ahead, Spanish Papa. Hey, Poppy, how you doing? You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I just be messing with. I make.
One day I was saying something to him, and I was trying to repeat what one of the neighbors was saying, and he said, "Mama," I said, "What?" He says, "Racist." I said, "Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be." He bust out laughing. He said, "Nah, I was just messing with you. I know it's how you was gonna take it." I said, "Ooh, boy, stop it. I be on edge about stuff. But yeah, I mean, one of our Mexican neighbors over where my husband was living, 4th of July, girl, the last 4th of July my late husband got to do. He came across the street and handed him a beer and said, "Here, beer, beer." And my husband said, "Yeah." They toast the beer together and drunk it in the street, shook hands and everything. And he went back across the street. He's like, "I like him." I said, "Yeah, he likes you too, evidently. You don't know what he's saying,
Oh
but
yeah, no. Let me tell you this: if a Spanish person share a beer with you,
hmm
they like you because they don't share their beer with people they do not like. I can promise you that.
that's what I heard. You the second person that said that. Cause we don't bother nobody. We be over here doing us. We don't bother nobody. But see, like everybody knew, we would spend like $600-700 on fireworks. I know that was crazy, but that was our favorite holiday. And when I tell you, we would go get some stuff that would rock something. Everybody looked forward. They would do their little stuff, and then when we came out, everybody come out with their cheers and watch us. I mean, that's just how it was. So but yeah,
You
she's
did
a
that
mess.
thing, Thizzle, and they liked you because of it.
Yeah, yeah. But she's a mess. She'll be like, can you all pull your trash can in?"
Oh no, see, that's the kind of neighbor I have to cuss out occasionally.
I told you she's on her last one with me. The next one she gonna get it. I'm trying my best to stay holy, but I promise you,
She
she
got see
gonna.
that's what they don't know about us church girls. We try to stay
Okay,
holy. We be praying, Jesus, Jesus, can you please give me the strength today to not pull this bitch's hair out?
I
Please,
know.
dear Lord, I don't want to snatch her bald headed today. Can you make her stay on her side of the street?
Okay,
I,
I
I'm
know.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say it once and once only. You are way nicer than me because I would have jumped off that front porch and I would have went off. And I'm just saying. I'm crazy though. That's the point. I'm crazy. I'm gonna say this. You think I'm crazy? I'm actually the peacekeeper in my family.
I believe it.
On the other day, the neighbor's dog down the street, he was watching his daughter's dog, and the neighbor down the street put his dog on a fucking chain or a leash or something, trying to put a collar on him. And we're like, what the fuck you doing to that dog? You know what I'm saying? And at
Right.
first, my dad was ready to throw down, save the dog. And come to find out, they had a female hound, and she was in heat. So he was just trying to put him on something. And he called the neighbor, telling him, "Hey, could you come get him? I don't want him to tie up or something like that." Because he actually like raises hounds and stuff.
Okay.
And but at the time, because we already had one problem with these neighbors. Their dogs killed my cat when I first moved here, and
Oh,
he was in his yard, in my yard right here. And when we first moved in, I thought their dogs were nice, so I'd give them treats and be nice because I love animals. I'm good
right.
to all animals. Hell, one neighbor's dog over here, I love them to death. That's like my extra mom and daddy. I love them to death. They're awesome. She brings me stuff when I'm sick, brings me soup and chili. She's amazing. Her little fat dog, every time it gets out, comes over here and eats up all the cat food. And we love her. And I'd be like, if she goes missing her, she knows where she at. She done come over here and she's laid up on my front porch. Just come get her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I told them I had a cat before I brought my cat over here. Right? I
Okay.
told them about my cats, my outdoor cats, and they would stay in the yard, and they did. They had a electronic fence for their dogs, but the dogs could get outside the electric fence.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was in New York when this happened. I didn't even get to say
Oh,
goodbye to my cat. And I told him, I said, look, either you put those dogs up or I'm gonna have to do what I'm gonna have to do, and I don't want to do that. Do you believe she had
Right.
her little son calling me, threatening me and shit? I said, no, I'm gonna tell you again. I'll buy you another cat. You can't buy and replace a life. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't replace that cat. He's even if you give me another one. I told him, I said, all I told your mama, and I'm gonna say it again, keep your dogs up. I keep mine up. I
I
had at
know
the
that's
time
right.
a German Shepherd and a Bulldog. At the time, I had those two. Rosie since passed from old age, and Duke for another reason. But I told him, I said, that would be like my big Bulldog or my German Shepherd coming back to your house,
Mm,
right? And
yeah.
tearing up your mama's little big dog and tearing to shreds. Could I replace that life? No, I couldn't. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
that's right. Yeah.
You got to be a responsible pet owner. But I'm gonna tell you something. I be done that neighbor of yours.
Child.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is her last time, cause I
No,
mean,
Creole baby. Until she either move out of that neighborhood or y'all give enough stank to her, she ain't gonna stop. She that nosy neighbor that nobody wants. Everybody got one. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That white bitch that be peeking out her window.
she does. Oh my goodness, Charlie, she does. She be peeking out, and I can see
I
her.
got, I got a joke, Creole, but it's kind of
Okay.
funny. I bet you she the type of white bitch that thinks that pepper's spicy. Black pepper. I bet y'all she uses some salt and pepper. She don't know
Okay,
nothing
what's your
else.
seasonings, girl? What's your seasonings?
Yeah,
Okay.
she don't even know what season it is. You ask her what Old Bay is, and she goes, huh? You ask her what Tony Creole is, she goes, who's Tony Creole? I'm
Okay.
like, bitch, you don't know what Tony Creole is. Hey, do you know what lemon pepper is? Garlic
Thank
powder,
you.
onion powder. I mean, we got so many powders. You can get the mixes. Oh, I love that Kinder, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Them Weber ones, ooh, Jesus. They got
And
that butter garlic one.
I
Ooh.
have never used Kinder. I've never used it.
Girl, they got a butter garlic one. Mix turn me on to it. It's good as
Oh,
hell.
Sissy didn't share with me.
Well, she told me about it. She told me. I think Mix wasn't you the one that told me about the butter, the Kinder butter garlic shit. Cause I'm
What's up? That's
saying,
my thoughts.
hey,
Mm-mm.
hey, Mr. William. But yeah, and see, I was using the Weber burger seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Child. Wait a minute, let me show you something. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Kinder's, I ain't tried a bad one yet. Yeah, it was mixed. See, I knew it was mixed. See, I be thinking, hey, shaker, shaker,
Miss
shaker.
Cook. That's the cook girl.
Cause I was sitting there looking at some saison. I was looking at they got some lemon, they got some orange seasoning, and they got some lime seasoning. I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
think I want all three.
Okay. Now.
Cause that'd be good on some pork, some chicken, or some stuff. But you want me to mute up so while you do something else?
No, you fine. Keep talking.
Oh, child, yeah. If you ever need me to shut the hell up, you just tap me on the shoulder and say, Charlie, your
I
ADHD
do
is
have a
messing up in
question for
here.
y'all. I have a
Ooh,
question.
ooh, what's the
Okay.
question?
Okay, so this girl, hey Shaker Boo. This girl used to be my bestie, okay? Used to be my bestie. And we still cool. But we don't talk. Like I don't call her, she don't call me. She's got a bestie now. She's married. All the things, okay? But if I'm on Facebook, she'll say, "What's up? What's up, boo?" I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up, boo?" And that's it. Okay, so the other day, well, first she gave me her phone number a week ago, and she said call me sometime. I said okay. I said I'll probably try to call you tomorrow. I'm not sure. I ain't gonna make no promises like that because I really don't like to talk on the phone. I just don't. Okay, I used to talk for a living on the phone, so I can't stand it. I text you all day long, but talking, mm-mm. um so then I was like, well, I ain't got nothing to say no, you be calling her. So then okay, 2 days ago, she inboxed me and said, I'm hungry and I want to get a meal. Do you have $5? And at first I was like, I got $5. I wasn't gonna lie to her. I didn't answer either way. I just said, I don't know. What's your cash out? Like that. Cause see, I'm on a fixed thing too, honey. My husband ain't
Mhm.
living whatever I got. Hey. So I sent it to her. And I sent her the proof that I sent it to her. And she sent me a heart. The day after that, she sent me another inbox. The other inbox was, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. You think you'll be able to take me? which tomorrow was today. Okay. I ain't even respond. She sent me an inbox today and she asked me, hold on, because I don't want to lie on about this one. I don't forget what this one says. Hold on. Let me read that. Hold on. She said, I got a problem. Someone lent me $4 and they are threatening me to pay them back. Do you have $4, please?
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That's that friend that's trying to use you for money that looks at you like a dollar sign. Cause there ain't no, hey, how you doing? Thank you for what you did the other day. You know what I'm saying? How you been? You know, ain't no none of it is, can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you do this? Next thing you know, she's gonna be asking you for your coffee maker because her coffee maker broke down. Or gonna ask you for some cup. You know how them people down the street
Yes.
be asking you for a cup of sugar and then it goes from a cup of sugar to tea bags, then it goes up to,
Yes.
do you believe a motherfucker down the street from me one time tried that shit and tried to ask to borrow our microwave?
Girl.
I am
Mm-mm.
not. I am not. My mama looked at them when they come up. She stopped. She tried to do that one time, being a nice neighbor. We stopped that after that. Them little girls come back over there, and my mama says, "Does it say?" Because she said, "Could Mama say it?" Because at first they come over just ask for a little sugar. Mom's like, "Okay, I'll give y'all a little sugar. I got some." Next time they come over, they ask the same thing. This time they ask for cigarettes. My mama goes, "Do I look like I have
Oh,
store written across my forehead? There's a store
okay.
right down that street. If y'all can walk over here, y'all can walk over there."
Facts.
And
Facts.
she stopped that shit right away because, yeah, the people will take advantage. And to me, why ain't she asking her bestie? Why ain't she asking, like, if she got a husband, why ain't he taking her? Because I'm going to tell you something. Like, yes, I'm a content creator and I am a married woman, but I am thankful for every single cash app I get because that's my
You know
spending
that's
money.
right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That gives me extra to be able to put back on here on YouTube and stuff without having to, bother hubby or anything. That's my money. You know what I mean?
You see mixology, she crazy. Dang, we can't borrow sugar no more.
Well, you different, Mix. You wouldn't be over here trying to ask me to borrow my toaster or borrow my damn microwave. Like, how the hell you gonna ask me to borrow my whole microwave?
Okay. Uh-uh.
I'm telling you, people is crazy. They'll be like, "Can I get a cup of coffee after that?" And then it just keeps stacking up. You know what I'm saying? Then they
Yeah,
ask
'cause I
something
was
outrageous.
like,
Can I borrow your car for a little while? The fuck you ain't borrowing my car.
okay, so let me just give y'all history on me and this girl. Okay. I told y'all I had one female relationship in my life sexually. She was it. Okay. And I wrote about it in my book and everything. So everybody know this, so it ain't no big deal. But she also got strung out. Okay. And everything. And I, like I said, the last time I had to go to the emergency room and pick up my god kids because she had got strung out and they rushed her to the hospital with the kids. Okay, because the kid couldn't know back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to make up no story. But she was at the hospital with the kids. And when they called me, the kids remember my number and my number was in her phone. So the hospital calls me, the doctors them, and asked me could I come up there because they had her. And I went up there. Okay. I told my husband I'd be back. I'm going up here. I'm gonna bring the kids. If the mama not there, I gotta bring them here. He said, okay, I understand. So I goes up her, and when I tell you, I hugged my god kids ran to me, y'all. Oh my God, they ran to me. They was all dressed anyway. So I asked him, I said, let me talk to your mama. I said, y'all sit right here. I said, because I'm gonna take y'all get something to eat. I know y'all hungry. Yes, ma'am. I said, okay. I went over to her and I politely whispered in her ear. I said, "Itch, you lucky that these people is watching this room, cause I would beat your mother up." And you know I would. I would drag you by that dry weave that you got, and I would stump the lights out of you. Don't you ever in your life do nothing around my god kids again. I don't care if you do you. We over that. Cause I done tried to help you. I don't care about that. But I care about my god kids. Yeah, I went off on her. I said, now I'm gonna take them with me. I don't know what you gonna do. I'm gonna take them to your mother's after I buy them something to eat. Cause they haven't ate, have they? This is her. No, no, I ain't think so. I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I said, and I'm telling you now, get it together. get it together. This is my last time coming up here. Y'all, it was becoming a every month situation. I was getting called to come and rescue her. Okay. So I took them, got them some McDonald's. Every kid loves McDonald's. Lord have mercy. Got them some McDonald's, knocked on the mother's door. She was like, again? I said, yes, ma'am. She's like, oh my God, where's she at now? I said, she's at Norton's. I don't know if they're gonna keep her all night or what they're gonna do. I said, but I told her, don't call me no more. And she bet not have my god kids up there. She said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So anyway, me and the mama talk. I hugged her. She took the, grandkids, and I came on back home to my house. Well, then I heard she got put in prison for something she did with this so-called boyfriend at the time. And so, I started getting all these letters from prison and stuff. And I would read them, let my husband read them. I read them, let my husband. I never responded. I meant that because I don't want you to use me as your crutch at all. So now that you're starting to ask me again, now I'm great. I'm going to tell you off again because every time I jump on her, she gets some act right. And when you ain't talked, like we speak on Facebook. We don't talk. You don't call me, I don't call you. When I have get-togethers, you're not invited. I don't
Yeah,
come by your house. None of
that
that.
I'm gonna say this. That does sound like that type of situation that she looks at you as the one who is her Captain Save a Ho.
Yep.
That's what she looks at you like. Because the previous added to it the fact that every time she needed something, or every time she hit rock bottom, or every time she fell, it was you she called.
Yep.
And which I understand because you're a good person, but that's a toxic person.
Yep.
You do not want. Here's the thing: a friendship is supposed to be both ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. But if you're sitting there having somebody that's steadily, that's all they do, is this, that's a person that's take, and a friendship should be a give and a take, a love and a love, because you care about each other, not because, to me, it sounds like for her, it's she looks at you almost like a mama figure in a way, but or a
Yeah.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
somebody to take care of her, and
Yeah.
not a
I'm
friend.
agreeing with everything you saying because it's true. I'm agreeing with everything you saying. When I cut her off, when I meant that, when she got out of penitentiary the second time, okay, when she got out of penitentiary the second time, she was starting a business and she inboxed me and said, hey, I'm starting an egg roll business. And her egg rolls are thunder. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I said, okay. I said, you know what? I'm gonna support you. I said, I'm gonna have my husband bring me over there. I said, and I'm gonna get a couple egg rolls from you. She said, okay, thank you. I said, now I'll share you out, no problem. Like that. Okay. So I did that a couple times. And that was it. That's the extent that we saw each other since she's been out of penitentiary the second time. So, that's it. And so all of a sudden now you feel comfortable asking me for stuff. No. And
It's
she know I say no in a heartbeat. I ignore you and I done read your thing and you'll be like, oh, well, she ain't dealing with me no more. Absolutely not. I'm not. What do I get out of dealing with you? Nothing. You toxic. That's why I was agreeing with you when you were saying she's very much toxic. And the girl that she hang with, both of them are toxic. And you can't, boy, I could really say some stuff, but I ain't gonna get in that girl's business like that. But I know a lot that I don't say. And that's because people tell me. They be like, yeah,
you
they be like,
that person.
yeah, your friend D. I'm like, what happened now? That's all I say is what happened now? Well, blah blah
Well,
blah.
that sounds like my sister. Everybody be like, your sister. What happened now? Damn it.
Okay,
What she
yeah,
do now? Oh no, no. You want to hear the crazy part? My sister was on Maury one time, and you know how I found out about it?
yeah,
A friend of mine, he, have you seen this shit? Because what the lie she told a whole lie when she was on there. The whole story was a lie, right? Everything was a lie.
okay,
And because she said on there that our mom had cancer. So people were obviously that know me, who've
yeah,
seen it, were calling me, checking on my mama. That this is how I felt, because she hadn't been around us in a couple years because she had just lied about a fake pregnancy and
yeah.
even carried it all the way to the 8th month of a lie.
What?
Um, yeah, I'm not joking. It wasn't the first time. She's a pathological liar, so I could tell you some crazy stories about my sister child. Um, She got abducted by truck drivers one time. She got held at gunpoint one time. That never happened because she was working at a job, and I think she was stealing from. She was a manager. I think she was stealing, so they fired her, and that was her excuse. But she got held at gunpoint. That's why she got
Yeah.
you know. So she always she and was crying about it. I'm talking having a whole full blown meltdown, girl. I was like, that would have been on the news if that store had got robbed.
Yeah.
Um, and because every time it gets robbed, it's on the news. But anyway, I was like, and there's just a bunch, right? So somebody called me up and they go, "Did you see Did you see this?" I go, "What? No, what you talking about?" They sent me the damn clip. They said, "Mama, all right," and everything. Because that was the first thing they says, "Mama, all right?" I said, "Yeah, why?" And they go, "So you didn't see this?" No, what you talking about? Your sister was on Maury. What the fuck you talking about? They sent me the damn clip. I was like, shit, she was.
Wow. Child.
Y'all wouldn't know that was my sister though. Even if I tell that story, people go look for her. They wouldn't know she's my sister if they. We do not look alike at all. My
Okay.
sister's half Mexican, so
Oh, okay.
she's olive complected, and
Yeah.
she got curly hair. So like we don't look nothing like. Now they're gonna be trying to figure out which one, but they never gonna find her. I'm gonna tell you that one. um,
Yeah.
but me and my sister look nothing alike, and we don't share the same last name.
Okay, now.
We got the same mama, different daddies.
Girl, I got several of them like that. Good grief, I
Oh
reckon.
yeah, see, I'm the blended child. So I got some from my daddy from his extra marital stuff. I only have one left of his because my sister passed his other child. Well, I have two. I forget about my oldest sister all the time because she was from my dad was cheating. Well,
Oh,
she
okay.
was separated from her husband at the time, and my dad
Hmm.
was sleeping with her, and she got pregnant. When she got back with her husband, she wanted to claim that child as her husband's, so that all three of her kids had the same baby daddy. But technically, one of them is not. But
Mm-mm.
my sister did find out, my oldest sister, but we didn't have that relationship, if that makes sense, because of that. Um, but then my other sister on my mama's side, I got a brother dead on that side, right? That's my brother
Hmm.
that passed, and then I got my older sister, but that's neither here nor there. I'm the blended one. Woohoo!
I see you.
But my sister talks it like your friend is, girl. You can't. You got to cut those people straight up out your life. They
What
just
you
bring
said?
drama for your mama.
Yep. I'm not the one, but now you can't call on me. I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want to say. I'll be all that. But you're not getting no more help from
Here's
me.
my thing. If in case, when she did get out, after you did what you was nice about coming to pick our kids up at the hospital, all the times you did help her in the past, why ain't it a thing of, hey, you know what? I want to do something nice for you because you did so much for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should
Yep.
have been. Not, can I get $4? Can I get $5? Can I get $10? Now can I borrow your car? No, she's wanting you to take her, but still, are you going to put gas money in my car? Are you
Okay.
going to pay me for my time? Because I may have something to do today. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? So, hello. If you ain't putting gas in, I ain't taking your ass nowhere for free. Now,
I know that's right.
I'll do that if I'm headed to the same place. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
ain't far out my way. But if I'm not going somewhere at all, shit, my damn
Mhm.
SUV be eating gas. Child.
I know that's right. And it seemed like gas done went up again. It ain't go down. It's done went up. I'm like, what?
Everything gonna go up, baby. Trump's running this economy into the fucking ground.
I know fast. Seriously.
And he's supposed to be saving us money. You know that whole thing about where that money at, huh? Where that money? Oh no, wait, you sent that shit overseas to somebody else instead of taking care of the American people. That's right.
How you send our I know, that's why I'm like, how you send our money to other people but tell us that you can't afford to help us with our money? Now where does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
supposedly saved billions of dollars. Well, why wasn't that billions of dollars put back into our economy? Damn it.
okay. Child, cause you make too much sense, see. You make too much sense. You know you can't make sense in America, girl. Shoot.
I know, right? I'll be done. Shoot, I can't be turning into another JFK dog that get me. That get me. They don't like people that be trying to be freedom fighters and stuff. You know what
Okay.
they do.
They
I
showed
mean,
on.
rest in peace to JFK, Martin Luther King. Rest in peace to Malcolm X, and rest in peace to Bob Marley. Because I'm telling you, I still say they took him out, even though he died from a toe infection.
You know, okay. That was Yeah, you know what? And that's what I said about the Simpsons creator. He's gone.
Oh yeah, he was letting some shit go too, man. Him and if you really watch South Park, they be letting some shit go. And what was it? Because I'm gonna tell you, Simpsons dude was a whistleblower like hell. Because think
Yeah.
about all the damn conspiracies or all the people, like even the R. Kelly crap, right? That was on the Simpsons before it even like he ever got charged with a
Right.
damn thing.
Right. Yep.
A lot of shit that we be seeing had done been on the Simpsons. And people be bringing up the clips too every time it happens. I'm like, how he know the Epstein files before those bitches came out? You know what I'm saying? He was snitching
Yeah.
about that. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I said, nah, he just, they done did something to him. They probably said you telling too much.
I still say they took out Prince and MJ.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Well, see, the thing with MJ is it could have been an accidental thing because he was taking stuff to get up and down, up and down. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
The doctor may have done, but with Prince, no, I'm telling you, somebody did something to that man because he was fixing to start letting some stuff go. He had
Yep.
already started, and then all of a sudden he come up. Yeah, he had some information on some very powerful people, I believe.
I do too. And then, like you say, he had just went to the doctor for what, a sinus infection or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how a
Oh,
sinus infection turned into, yeah. Go ahead.
oh, I still said they took out Easy E.
Well,
Now, I'm gonna tell you why my conspiracy is on that. Cause how in the world all them baby mama he got and all them women he was sleeping with, not near one of them came up with it. Not
okay.
near one.
Okay. Now that's what I'm talking about. Right there, what you just
The
said.
woman who was pregnant with his baby, literally, she was like what 5, 6 months pregnant, if that. She maybe 3 or 4, knowing that when when you have full blown, you are detectable. You can spread it. She should have had it and that baby. Neither one of
See.
them got it. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know it's something, honey. Something
Mm-hmm.
going on. Something. Something.
I think
What
that was a hit.
Hebrew said, listen carefully to purple rain, not rain. Is it still back, Prince?
Yeah, his song. He talking about yeah. I think you talking about the song "Purple Rain" from Prince, right? But he's talking about rain, like you know how like a king reigns.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's talking about if you replace the word rain with that or something, and really pay attention to some of the lyrics.
Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, man. I believe it, though. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. My goodness, today, honey.
I know it's a good child. You got a crazy ass friend trying to pop back in your life, taking advantage. Then you got a crazy ass neighbor down the street being psychopathic. I'm like, child, today Creole went through it.
Okay. I'm like, what in the French poodle is
Girl,
going?
we gonna have to pray over you. Somebody's wishing bad upon you or something, send you bad juju or something. We got to
Yeah.
put. We got to claim the blood of Jesus.
Okay. Now, what you said, I love this picture. Hold on, I'm gonna show
We
you
need
the
to
picture.
rebuke those bitches in the name of Jesus. Throw the holy water.
Hold on, let me show you this picture. I love this picture. This is of my deceased boo, my deceased baby. Can you see it?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
We
Yes.
still got it. We got to set aside time one day when you're free and I'm free to do that story. And it don't have to be during the morning live if you ain't up early in the morning. I can schedule it at any time Monday through Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
just let me know. I mean, I'm
I
healed
want
from
to when I cover her story too. I want to kind of talk to you beforehand because I want to do it the right way.
okay. Okay,
I
I
don't want
appreciate
I don't want it to be sloppy and mismanaged. I want to make sure that we get the story out and they hear it from your voice first. I've been trying to get there's another story. I don't know if you ever heard the Maya Braxton story.
I'm not sure.
It's
I'm
a
not
little girl from Pontotoc, Mississippi. And I don't live far from Pontotoc, Mississippi. It's in North Mississippi.
okay.
This little girl was ran over by a car. She was getting off her school bus. The woman who did it, to this day, the grand jury refused to indict her. She was under the influence. She ran around the bus and drugged that baby in front of her mama and daddy while they were waiting on her to get off. Bystanders had to stop her car because she was running. She wasn't stopping.
What?
Yes, and we have a thing called Nathan's Law in Mississippi. If you even pass a school bus, you're supposed to get traffic infractions. And if
Yeah.
you do hit a child, you're supposed to get manslaughter at the very least. But
Yeah.
technically, they have an upgraded charge here in Mississippi called um um it's vehicular murder. It's like murder, but it's basically that you did it with the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
There's
You
vehicular
said
manslaughter,
vehicular manslaughter. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but it's an upgraded charge from vehicular
Okay.
manslaughter.
Okay.
Okay. And so she was supposed to get that. She didn't even get a traffic infraction.
Oh no. Come
Nothing.
on.
Because we've all heard that she was kin to the judge and the
That's
people who
right.
was in charge. And so this woman got away with it. Yet, not even 6 months after that happened to that little girl, a dude did that. And he actually got 15 years. Like he
But
got
she didn't
charged.
get.
She didn't get shit.
Mm.
And it was because I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it the way I know how to say it. It was because she was a black little girl. The
I
other
believe
little
it
boy
too.
was a white little boy, and guess what? There was charges brought, but it was also a different county. But no, it was the same grand jury, though, is what I'm saying. Different county, but same grand jury. So the same grand
Hmm.
jury that was presiding over Amaya's case was the same one that was presiding over this little boy's case. But why didn't Amaya get justice? And I have a video on my channel about that situation. I've been trying to talk because Miss Braxton's been through a lot, and I'm in contact with her mother. Trying
Yeah.
to do a story on it to where I can interview her and bring awareness because what they're trying to do, they're trying because they've took it in front of the grand jury twice. The only way they can get them to re-bring it in front of the grand jury is to prove negligence by the attorney general at the time, not
Okay.
the attorney general, but the DA and the judge and whatnot and all those people. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
She told me the correct name. I got it
Okay.
in text message, but um, we were going to bring that up and all that stuff because, and I was trying to help her find a lawyer, and I can't even find a lawyer because
That'll
they
take
have to
you.
be in Mississippi. They can't be
Oh,
out of
okay.
state. And I've been trying to find her somebody. State attorney. Thank you, Hebrew. See, he know what I'm talking about. The state attorney. And but I've been trying to find her an attorney because we've been trying to prove the connection between this woman, Karen Carpenter, and the judge at the time and the lady at the time. There is some kind of connection there to prove that that's why she got off.
Okay.
But trying to get all that paperwork or look into it, and of course, she don't know how to. I've tried to dig in a little bit here and there, and the only thing that I did kind of find is that because they all live in Pontotoc County, they pretty much all go to around the same churches.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out if they were a church family because I think that's what the connection possibly is that
Mm.
they go to church together.
Yeah.
I couldn't prove familiar ties, but that don't mean anything. That could be cousins, distant, and I just don't see it on the family tree.
That's true.
You know.
That's true.
But
Wow.
I thought if I could get her an attorney, they could subpoena things better and find stuff and really dig in better than I ever could because they can get into databases that I can't get into.
Yeah.
I can only do a little Google search.
That's so sad. That is sad, man. You
Yeah,
know, I
it's
just go
a
ahead.
free a FOIA would be good if in case this wasn't having to deal with a grand jury and they never indicted her at all. So I don't even know if there's any record of them even speaking to her because she technically was not at the court dates. See, they have to when an indictment comes down, the grand jury comes together and they don't record when they talk if you get what I mean
Yeah.
because she's not in any judges' chambers or anything like that, so it's not recorded by the state. And the jury members refuse to indict her because technically the state attorney person refused to bring up Nathan's Law and said they
Really?
didn't think she was under the influence. They did two separate tests on her for alcohol. The first one was done right after the wreck. The second one was done 3 months later. They used the one from 3 months later, not the first one. And they refused to give the family the copy from the hospital from the first test.
Shut up.
Tell me that don't sound like something to you?
Yes, something. Ugh. I can't
That's some
stand.
corruption.
Mm.
That's some corruption if I ever seen it. But that's she's not the only one. I have another friend of the family, and this is a white girl, but down in Monroe County, I have. She's actually I know like her, like I'm really close with her family. Let me say it this way:
Okay. Okay.
she got thrown out of a car, but we think she was murdered somewhere else, in a house. Um, he took her to the hospital saying she jumped out of the car.
Say what now?
The
Girl, go
coroner,
ahead. Mm.
she ended up being on life support and passed away. The coroner's report does not reflect that she jumped out of that car. She didn't have road rash or nothing like that. If you'd have jumped out of a car, you'd have, where you fell out, you'd have all this stuff on you. No,
Mhm.
he absolutely opened the door and pushed her out to try to make it look like that. But she had, to the back of her head, she had looked like somebody had like hit her in the back of the head with a hammer. The injuries consisted more with homicide than the other.
Mhm.
And the sheriff's department fumbled the fuck out of it. The evidence was destroyed. They found, first off, she also went to the hospital with no bra, no panties, clothes that didn't fit her. They were not her clothes. Her family would tell you this girl didn't go nowhere without a bra. Like, she's one of those women, you know what I'm talking about? She everywhere, she
Yeah.
even sleeping in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and the clothes that were on her were two sizes too small or two sizes too big or something like that, and she didn't even own them. They were not her clothes. And there's blood all over these clothes, and I have pictures of it. I did a video on my channel of the situation that happened. Her name was Kayla Prestridge. The people that was done at, they told the cops they didn't issue the search warrant to wait after the evidence was already thrown in the landfill.
Wow.
Everything was cleaned up, so by the time they actually got around to it, there was no evidence because it was destroyed. But they had enough evidence to say that his story did not match up. They didn't grill him enough, and now this motherfucker that did that to her is with my fucking baby cousin. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't like it neither. And my baby cousin gonna get her ass whooped. Speaking of which, because my great aunt is still raising her son, and she put her hands on my great aunt. She got with him, and guess what? She got on drugs.
See. Oh, that's another one. Mm.
She was doing so good, raising her baby, taking care of it, helping with her grandmama and stuff. And then all of a sudden, she got with this motherfucker. Mm.
Girl.
That's like
Mm.
Christian and Blueface. Them two toxic as fuck to each other. They both ruined each other's lives. I think it's both of them. I don't think it's just one. Now
Right.
that I really look at it, I don't think it's just one of them. I think together they're like fire and oil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Combustible. You ever seen the
Yeah.
videos of her before she got with him?
No.
Girl, she talked like white girl, and she talked all proper and shit, and she was all like she just came out of a academy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Yeah.
then her voice was lighter. And now you hear her sound like a grown ass man who smokes 6 packs a day, and she talking all this stuff. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
what? Huh? You know what I'm saying? And she
Yeah.
was like an athlete, star athlete, all this stuff. Really could have been something. And then his crazy ass just wants to get famous. And then
Yeah. Wait a
Chadna,
minute. Let me. Did you hear him trying to come at Chris Brown? Talking about.
yeah, good child, he needs to sit his ass down. He just, first off, have you seen his ass since he got out of jail?
Uh-uh.
Girl, he looking rough as fuck. He fat as fuck. He's got more tattoos on his face. Girl, he
Mm.
looking rough. And he's
Yeah.
steadily trying to cause problems between his baby mama and Christian and his mama, like always. And I'm gonna say this, Jaden. Now I will say Christian was wrong. If I was Jaden Lex is a punk in my opinion because Christian went up and touched her daughter's eyeglasses, being a smart ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, one time to touch my kid.
Well, tell the truth and shame. Come on.
I'm going to jail because you think you can scrap, you ain't seen crazy. Um
Okay.
but she act like she was gonna do something. And now I will give the grandmama credit. She slapped Christian's hand down. She said, "Oh, what? I was just trying to fix her glasses." Yeah, you knew what you was doing because Jane
Mm-hmm.
Alexis done said she does not want you messing with her kids.
I just don't get people messing with kids. I don't get it verbally. I don't get it virtually. I don't get it. I just
Oh,
don't. I mean,
Blueface was
I ain't
blue
knocking nobody. You do you, but go
girl.
ahead.
Blueface was over there trying to get his son, asking his son if his mama has any men or women up in the house, like
What?
getting his son involved with grown up bullshit.
No.
Yes, like asking, yeah, she has this girl come over and what, and then he starts asking, was the girl manly? Is the girl this? She calls her Buki. See the hat? The kid's being innocent, but you gonna have your kid basically calling their mama a hoe, is what's gonna happen. I'm sorry if I
Mm-hmm.
cursed. Also, I'm just saying.
Okay, child, you fine. Shoot, honey.
I,
Let me show
I
you something.
they messy.
I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. When I tell y'all, we still have good derbies like this, y'all. We do, but they not as live as they used to be. Because everybody, how people change. But hold up, let me. Unfortunately, it won't come down. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Baby, when I tell y'all, honey, all the food like on the strip. This ain't even a strip. But on the strip, boy, we got food from all around the world.
During the 80s and early 2000s on Derby Eve, Broadway was the place to be. Back to back cars everywhere, music. From the food being cooked on the grills to the flashy cars, Derby City cruising was a tradition in West Louisville.
Sure was, honey. And what happened? What happened? Somebody from another state came here. And how did they do that? I don't know. Let me tell you, two people from Ohio. One came down to Derby for the Derby. The other one came down to Derby for the Derby. Bump into each other. How you bump into each other with all these people out here? Bump into each other, got to fighting, and the one guy shot the other one. They wasn't even from Kentucky. Did you hear me say Ohio?
Yeah,
And they,
and here that's the crazy part about when people come in from out of state, they mess it up for the locals. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that's why they stopped the cruising. Now they trying to itch it in a little bit by a little bit, and everything. But baby, Broadway used to be the place. Look at that. Look at them spinners. I used to
That's
love
what we trying to tell the police. That's what we trying to do. We just trying to have fun. We ain't down here trying to rob, steal, kill. You know what I mean? Because we got money too.
You know what? I can't even say nothing. I would have been right in that crowd. So, I can't say nothing, My house at the time, we used to live in an apartment right on Broadway where they at, but up the street. So every derby that I was there, it would be a vendor or something that would come and knock on the door and say, "You want to make some money?" And I'm like, sure do. What you doing? Can I set my photo thing up here? You know, people come by and they take pictures and whatever I make, blah blah. Nah, tell you what, give me a down payment right now, and every day that you set in my yard, this is what I want. Oh, okay, all right, because I knew you gonna make 1,000 a day, if not more. Because every time y'all see all them people, they'll stop in a minute. Hey, how much is your photos? Just so everybody can have a memory of Derby. I'm like, Lord, today. And when Michael Jordan came down, they tried to keep him over here at Churchill Downs, because that's where the upper, nonchalant people and, bullshit people be and all this, it's done since changed, but that's at the time, that's where they would be. And so Michael Jordan asked, well, where the people at? And they was like, here, you don't see all these people. He said, I'm talking about my people, like that, He said, I'm talking about my street people, where they at? And then somebody told him, I'll take you. And so they drove his motorcycle down first and parked his motorcycle. And everybody's like, I mean, that motorcycle was Charlie. That motorcycle was bad. Do you hear me? I mean, it was bad because that's what Screaming Eagles was. Screaming Eagles was a motorcycle club, and every year for Derby, they blocked off certain amount of blocks, and they had police to, keep the streets blocked off, and that's why everybody came down with all their food. They would sell their oils and incense and clothes, and it was just like a big old street thing. And so all the motorcycle clubs from around the United States would come down. You had all kind. You had your Latinos, you had your white ones, your black ones. I mean, and they get to racing, and I mean, it was just a big old melting pot. I used to love Derby. That's why me and my late husband got married on Derby because we loved it so much. But so they brought Michael Jordan's motorcycle down and parked it, and they wouldn't tell nobody first, but they had it roped off, and they had his own security standing there, and everybody knew it was somebody. We just didn't know who. Ed Limo tried to come through all them people, and when it finally got to the one street where the food and Screaming Eagles was, somebody said, Michael Jordan? Like that, like not for sure, but they like, it looked like him because he done rolled his window down, right? And all of a sudden I said, Michael Jordan, girl, he couldn't even get out of the car. He could he couldn't get out of that car because people was running to the limo. He was shaking hands as long as he could, and then he had to roll the window up because they had to get him out of there. Because people was so excited to see Michael Jordan. Now, NBA players, they come through there, they be signing and stuff. They have their security too, but it's just a big old thing. Because we have a whole lot of, celebrities that's from our area. People don't know. But honey, we used to have a ball. I mean, we used to have a ball, but it's a few that can mess it up for everybody. I just wanted to share that, girl. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was letting you go off, Chad, because I'm gonna say I hate when that happens because we've had that happen down here. Like we when I was in school, we used to have a thing called free day.
Mm-hmm.
And free day was they'd have like this person come in, they'd paint your face, you had different little activities. You had to go to each
Okay.
class to get counted for attendance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like at the start of class, and they let you go again. And we just be out like doing all kind of stuff, just be chilling, listening to music. Good time at school. Like you had little games you could play and all this shit. Man, if these kids didn't go crazy, skip school, get into accidents, get caught smoking on school grounds, just messed it all
Wow.
up for the rest of us. I ain't sitting here. We same thing with school dances. They did away with school dances at my school because kids was bumping and grinding a little too much. They called kids under the bleachers or in the bathrooms when they
Hey,
wasn't
wasn't
supposed to be.
it?
You know what I'm saying? And so they stopped all school sanctioned events. And the prom, I'm gonna say it like this: we did have a school prom, but nobody ever went to it
Okay.
because of all the rules and regulations that they came up with. Like we ended up throwing our own prom, and the
Okay.
PTA got together. They rented a building out. We paid like $25 a ticket, but it was nice though. It was nice.
Okay.
And yeah, like child it just takes one or two bad
That's
seeds or
okay,
bad
Chantel.
apples. Oh
Mm-hmm.
look, just Andrea here. Child, we've been missing you. I ain't seen you nowhere. Where the hell you been?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
had to get that for a minute. You can't be doing that to us. We gotta know you're okay.
Okay. That's
At
my
least
boo
come
boo
in and say, I'm
kitty.
okay. You
Now.
know?
Yeah, that's
I ain't seen her in like 6 months. I swear to God.
mm, you been dropping in and everything. and stuff. She been letting me know she's okay, but I love to see her drop in more. You
You know I
know,
gotta put 20 on 10.
no, that's okay, girl. That is okay. What
But
do
no,
y'all
I've
think
heard
about
about the
Nicki?
Derby up there. I've heard about that. No, I've heard it was a good time, and that food made me hungry.
Okay. What do y'all think about Nicki Minaj addressing the UN today?
I didn't even see that. What she say?
Supposedly, it has something to do, I think, with underage sex or something like I don't know, child. You know, I could have thought of many other people to represent, and trust me, my first thought would never my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth thought would have never been Nicki Minaj. Okay, I'm just saying, it just wouldn't have been because the child, first of all, is so delusional. Um, Second of all, she's married to a quote unquote alleged went to court pedophile. So why would you even want to talk on that subject? I don't get it, but whatever. Whatever. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I wouldn't have never picked her. It's on TMZ. TMZ got
How's she going? How she? That, yeah, that's why I was going to add to that what you just said. I agree with you 100%. How's she going to talk about underage things when her man been convicted of underage? Like that's like the pot and the kettle. You feel
okay.
me? Like
Mhm.
no, like we have so many more intelligent women, and even if they wanted a woman of color, we have many of those.
Thank
So
you.
many. That, and I'm not downplaying that Nikki may not be intelligent because I think she is highly intelligent. I think that a lot of her stuff is putting on act. I actually truly believe she is. If you actually hear her speak and like when she's actually just being herself and chilling, in certain interviews, I've heard it here and there,
Mhm.
but like we have so much more that you could choose. Somebody who could like speak eloquent in that what she was speaking about
Yeah.
with her husband being what he is. Not a good look there. Not a no, ma'am, no, sir. That was for we all know that was for your PR team. We're not stupid, okay? We have Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? We have there's multiple women within the U.S. Senate, lawyers, Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying? Like all over the place in the courts and the
Hmm.
smart women, lots of them. And you
Okay,
choose
so
her.
supposedly I just pulled it up because I wanted to make sure I was
That's
recording.
like Kim K. That's like sending Kim K.
Right.
Uh-uh.
She's talking about the persecution of Christians. Who knew she was one? I mean, I guess.
Mm, 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 mm.
Again,
Sweet
I have
baby
many more
Jesus. We got
people.
Creole for that. What you talking about? Here's us a highly intelligent, church going woman. Okay?
Oh my God. I'm
I'm
like,
just,
she's not my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth choice. I got many more people that I could have, sent to do that job. But okay, if that's what you feel.
even if some people don't like her and she's controversial, Candace Owens is very brilliant when you actually listen to her
She
speak.
is.
Even if you don't agree with sometimes her political views, right? Some
Hmm.
people believe with her and some people don't. Either way, that's a very highly intelligent woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of them out there. Why Nicki
but
Minaj?
she's
It's because
trying to
she a
get
celebrity.
she's trying to get hold on. It won't stop. She's trying to get her black card back. I don't know if we're gonna give it to her yet. I think the jury's still out on that, so she's trying to apply for her black card again. I think I can think of more people to give that card to for a minute, and just not one. Well, however, whatever. Look, check this out. Look, Charlie, if you and your hubby come down here, we gotta go here. Let me show you. Hold on. I had to pull this off my friend's
I was
page.
sitting over here just talking on mute. I was like, "Ooh, you gonna make me hungry."
Look. Let me see.
You dog up, bro. All right, all right, all right. And you see it over. Over took over. And gave up on of his own. All right, ladies and gents. He's asking a you dog.
You know. Okay, sorry.
A
What
you
you
dog.
don't
Thank
know.
you, yeah. Thank you, yeah. Thank you, yeah. You nasty dog.
He's a good. They got some good food. I don't know who my grandson is. I hope he becomes a cute dog. I'm so proud of him. It makes me so proud. If he just got to, pledge. I wish he pledged Q in the dog, cause ain't nothing but the dog in you. That's all I'm saying.
They kind of remind me of a fraternity stomp team down in MSU. They have the same purple.
Purple and
Um,
gold. If it's
uh huh.
purple and gold, they are Q dogs. It's called Omega 5. Omega 5.
They're down at Mississippi State University, and
Yep, they everywhere.
and they
Yesterday
have
was the
they did it. All my got when I was in high school, we went down there for a college tour,
okay.
and they had them and they had the step team out there. Child, I was over there like, yeah, no, let's go. They're like, I don't want to go over there to the science building. I want to stay over here.
Okay. Now, I'm saying, girl, I love me some Q. I fell in love with Q dogs when I was like in middle school. We took a tour to college and they had to perform for us. Baby, I
That's what
just
they did for us. They did the performance. The dudes did their performance and the girls did theirs. So they had the girl drill team who did their
mhm.
performance, and then they had the dudes. And oh my god, the way they put their fish together like this and they do the thing, it was awesome. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. I just want to. I kind of want. I love the girls. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of want to pledge with the dudes because this looks awesome.
Okay. And my friend, he's a cute dog. Oh my goodness. Creoles are crazy. But they fun people, but they are crazy. They are crazy. Like they do things that I'm gonna see if I can't find the picture. Like when he showed me, he had, how you come home from college, before you go back and all that and stuff. And he was like, I said, what's wrong with your arm? He's like, this right here. I said, yeah. He said, oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, this is where they burn me. What is that? When you take an iron and you put it on the cattle.
Oh, you talking about if you branding.
There you go. That's where they had brand him. He was only required to get one brand. Okay. This dude got four. Yeah, he got four. He got one on his pec, one on his arm, one on his thigh. Okay, one on each pec, one on his arm, and one on his thigh. I said, "Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Are you crazy? What?
Is
What?"
you all saying?
Okay. I'm like, "You really got branded that much?" It ain't hurt. It ain't hurt. He said, "Cause I'm a Q." Hey, he started doing all that. I'm like, "What the what? What?"
What makes me laugh about sometimes with them is that they get drunk and do that shit. They go, "Yeah, let's do it." Woo! I'm like, you gonna pay for that in the morning?
Okay. I'm like, what the what? But I love it. I do. I love the sorority and fraternity life. I love it. I was girl, honey, just grown. Okay. I just knew how to finesse some stuff. Like I was supposed to be, let's just say, at the store. Okay. And
Okay.
and somehow my little butt would be ending up over somewhere I ain't got no business. And I'll be over hanging with older people with my little young self. Look young, is young, but I talked a good game and I knew how to, I didn't act young. That's what the thing was. I could blend in. And so I started having daggone college friends when I was just in middle school. And it used to be a club here called what was it called? Shoot, I forgot the name. I'm not think of. But anyway, it was on 15th Street, and every Friday night was college night. Okay, I mean every Friday night, that club would be packed. All right, you couldn't get in for real unless you was 21. But everybody else be outside, so you had the club outside as well as inside, so you really didn't care because I mean it just be bopping, okay, the whole street around the corner, everything, just nothing but like it was when I showed y'all Derby. That's how it would be over there off of 15th Street. And so one night I was over there and one of my buddies was like, uh, we going in. And I was like, I can't go in. Why come you can't go in? You ain't got your license, your ID? I said, I ain't 18. Cause if you couldn't drink, but you could go in if you were 18. I'm like, I'm not 18. Girl, hold on. So my friend goes in and she goes and talks to one of her little buddies. One of her little buddies came out with her and started laughing. It was like, come on. And I was like, they gonna let me in? He's like, come on. I'm like, I know, honey, her buddy had to pull like that. He was like, they with me. And the dude was like, all right. Girl, who? From then on, I got cool with the security people. So in case they wasn't there and I wanted to come in, I could come in. So they start saying, Shorty. I'm like, hey, what's up? Shorty, hey, y'all? And all this girl. My mom, you know what? My mama knew half the stuff I did do. She probably would whoop me now for stuff like that. Because, like I got some whoopings for stuff I didn't do. And instead of my mama apologizing to me like I think she should have, she told me, I know you did something I don't know about, so this is for that. So that was my mama. Sorry. She wouldn't apologize for the whooping. She would just tell me she take that whooping for something I know you did and I don't know about.
Oh yeah, no, mine never did neither. They were like, well, if you hadn't been acting up and did, but I wouldn't have never.
I'd be
Like, so
like, what
that's
happened to I'm sorry. What I don't get I'm sorry. Shoot.
even when they find out they wrong, they're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have been. You should have told me the truth. I did tell you the truth, because
Okay.
they'll try to make up something. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Let me see. Let me tell her I did text her. This girl just told me about the dog. I hope I get it. But if not, it means it wasn't meant for me to. And hey, I get the one I'm supposed to.
That's true.
Yep, that's where I'm at with. Y'all like these? Look, Charlie, I'm just talking to you, girl, like you ain't got nothing else to do. Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Oh, girl, I'm good. I ain't got nothing else to do right now. I'm chilling.
Are you women and men? Because men, if you got a woman, you might want to look at these too. Hold on. Y'all like these?
Oh, them cute.
That's what
See,
go
I
ahead.
like how they got like the little chunky heel because and they kind of not too tall because I have a weak ankle on one side and they give you the good support.
Yeah. Let me see. That's the purse that goes with it.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Most of the time, I get all my stuff from my shopper, and that's whose page this is my shopper. I get my stuff from her because that way I ain't got to worry about seeing myself. Now, don't get me wrong, baby. I'll go Family Dollar in a heartbeat or wherever, But when I want something like special, special, I go to her because I know she gonna get some stuff in that ain't nobody else gonna have. So I like those, but I doubt if I wouldn't get them, but I like them, you know.
Hey, you can still like some even if you ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep. I'm trying to save my money, child. I am. What was I
Save
about to
all
say?
them little coins, coins.
Okay. Are you out for the holiday? That's good. That's what's up. I just now saw what just Andrea said. She said she's out
Yeah,
for the
I
holiday.
told her I was messing with her earlier about we ain't seen you in favor on the win. I just wanted to know she cared about and we do miss her when she's not around.
Right. You see this, Charlie? Would you buy that?
Mm-mm. No, no. Oh, especially that one. I might go. I might, do the cute black ones, but the green. Oh, Mm-mm. 'Cause think about it like this: the first time you step in any water, and I
Okay.
live down south, and you do, you know what I'm talking about? It
Yeah,
be messed up. That's a waste of money.
it sure is. You wouldn't buy that either, just Andrea. That's what I'm saying. Wait a minute. Let me see if we're gonna get close. Hold on. Now I like these hats, but my head would get too high, girl. I'm going through the piles of the
Now,
middle.
the only reason I would buy something like that is if I'm
Mm.
doing like this weird Halloween thing,
Oh,
and
okay.
that would be it. Like for everyday use, tell me you gonna wear that every like. Mm-mm. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now it's for the. I don't know how to say it, but the only way I know how to say it, them basic white bitches that like to be try to think they bougie and they
Uh-huh.
think they're being stylish.
Okay.
Hell no.
She's
Bitch,
got a coat in
you
here
live
that
in
I
the
want.
city. That's what it is. Take that shit to the country one good time. I want you to walk out here just down your driveway, baby. Just down your driveway. You ain't even got to do nothing crazy. Right? Walk
Right.
around your house. Just, that should be fucked up in like a day.
Look at this.
Uh-uh. Now, I like the way I made her butt look. Now, she look good in that.
I like his color, right? And I love the
I
hair.
like the red one, actually. The red
Did
one on
you?
that one girl. Yeah, that red one that one looked pretty good. It just it fit her body right. You know how
Yeah.
some folk it just don't fit their body right and just look
Right.
weird.
Yeah. Let me see.
I
That's
like
what I
that.
like.
Oh,
Which one?
that's kind of cute right there. It kind of remind me of like Jinko jeans, but
Yeah.
yeah. But the only thing is, you got a clumsy sister, and I be done
Hey,
tripped and
I
fell
feel
over
you,
my
Daddy.
own
I be done
pants
fell on
leg.
my face. Okay. I be done fell on my face.
That's
Mm-mm.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
Little jogger
Yeah,
suit.
I like this one right here, the
I
white
like
one.
the purple one and the white one. I'm with you
Yeah.
on that white one. I like the purple just 'cause purple my
Oh,
color.
this is too
Oh, that's cute
cute.
right there. You know that's for my bougie, my bougie sister over here.
Okay. I love them blue jean earrings. I had some blue jean earrings once that was made, and people was like, "Who? Where'd you get them from? I like them." See, I used to could wear stuff with my stomach out, girl. Now somebody be done
I
shot
like
me
that. See,
with the
see,
black
I'm
one.
more, yeah, I'm more into stuff like that. It's got the little, yeah.
It reminds me of Aaliyah. Remember how Aaliyah used to dress?
I
Yeah.
loved Aaliyah's dress. I love the way she dressed.
Yep.
Like almost everything she wore, I was like, I wear that and that and
I
that.
like this too.
Oh yeah, and it looks good the way she paired it with them heels. And that
Yep.
girl got a banging body.
Come on now. I know it's right. What you talking about, JB? You need to come up here and tell us about your game. I like this one
Uh-huh. And
too.
and I don't know, and Lolo still she told me I'm on her team, but child, um she told me she's like
Okay.
because I love Just Read or Lolo, so it don't matter to me. I like both of them. So if
Hmm.
anybody would have jumped in, like, okay, you told me to, so I'll do it. But I
I
still think
love.
I'm gonna get in some mess from this child.
I believe so too, girl. You know, people just waiting to be mad. They, I hate to say it, but they waiting to be mad. Dang,
Oh,
what
you
time
about
is
to
your
leave?
rehearsal?
Oh man.
It's 9 something. What time is your rehearsal? Who
What y'all
rehearsing
rehearsing
this
for
day?
anyway? What they
Yeah.
rehearsing? Like, what you going to a rehearsal for? What are you going to a wedding or a
Okay.
baptism? Like, what we rehearsing for?
Okay.
Are we
Uh,
going to the are we going to the theater?
are you in the choir? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, what we
you got
rehearsing for?
solo coming up along.
And
So,
ain't telling us so we can show up and go woohoo and be the like crazy sisters in the back with pom poms and stuff. And whose family is
right.
that? And then we embarrass the shit out of JB.
Okay.
Oh, it's Team Yaya and Team Lolo. Okay. Child, I'm
Hmm.
gonna get in some mess tomorrow.
That's gonna be interesting.
They
That
gon'
is
they
gonna be
they
interesting.
gonna get me in some mess. They gonna get me in some mess, Creole.
Yep. Look, I'm sitting back over here like, yep. Mm-mm. Wait a minute. What's
Save
the
me, sis, save me.
I'm gonna just say, y'all don't give Charlie too much. She's just playing the game. Shoot. But that's gonna be funny tomorrow. It
Oh, it
is.
is. It is. I want to know who to, because y'all know I'm not. I'm kind of messy, but we really. I don't know if Lolo need to pick somebody else that's extremely messy, because I'm only partially messy.
Lord. What you say? What you say, sister? She said, I'm still trying to figure out. Did you say why? Is that why? Oh, oh my goodness. What I'm gonna cook for the egg roll, seeing how I'm only judged on ones in why make three. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
he
he said
said
drop
drop
the
the
link.
link. I would, but
Yay.
I's not a mod, so I can't do it.
Where you gonna be? Don't worry about it.
I ain't worried about it, child. It's my time. I'm just chilling.
Okay. Let me see. Here you go. Ba, 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 da, da. Okay, I don't want to go back over
Oh,
here
you
yet.
know she. See, that's why. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, everybody be like Charlie ended the cook time. First off, y'all know they gonna give me hell. Out of the
Yeah.
way. Secondly, I ain't going up against them. She too damn good. I was just
Oh,
saying.
you know what? I had to say this to you. I said I was going to say this to you. I said I can't wait to talk to my sister. Child, the new white guy, he knew. Charlie, he ain't part of us yet. He be
I
trying to.
need to pull him to the side a little bit. Go,
Okay.
hey, come, I was having to break it down for people in the chat too. I had to be the white whisperer yesterday because he says basically he was saying just because you talk soft or you play soft don't mean you are soft or something like that. I don't even forget how he phrased it, but it was weird, right?
Right.
But
JB,
hey cousin.
Smoking on haze in the middle of the
No,
wrong channel. My bad. My bad.
I love that song. Shoot.
you are crazy. Tell
My
us,
bad.
come on, come on. What you been up to today, though?
I was asleep all day. I
I
took
kind
a
of
muscle relaxer. This muscle relaxer, the one I got now, it like knocks me out. I don't like them. That's why I don't like them. I never liked them. It knocks me out like all day. But yeah. So Frenemy Feud BSE, that's B Sector Edition, is on tomorrow at 8. I wanted to put 8:07, but it put 8:05. So I had to go and actually, because I cheated, I did a free trial on one of my other pages on
hmm
Mr. Long Winded Creates with StreamYard, so I can get the premium, so I can have up to 10 people. Um, but I can still stream to my regular channel. So yeah, so I did that. So it's 2 live scheduled. It looks like it, but one to be taken out tonight when I finish it. But yeah, 2 teams playing Family Feud, frenemy style, catered to the beef sector via the survey that was taken. Yeah, can't wait. Team Yaya against Team Lolo. Team Lolo. Team
Yeah,
Yaya.
I'm gonna get God. That's
Lolo.
what's gonna happen.
I don't know. The questions aren't that messy. They ain't
J,
that messy.
JB, I read those questions. I answered those questions.
The
If I
first 2
answer
questions are
certain ones,
hella
I'm gonna have
messy.
people mad at me. I'm gonna have some people mad at me that I like. They're gonna be like, Charlie, why you said it? Because that's what everybody else thinks.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
That's what
you
I read
gotta
in the chat. Damn
answer.
it.
You gotta answer it. So yeah. And I don't have any mods, so people gonna talk shit. So mm-mm.
You can mind me up. I'll be a mom for the
you,
day.
you might be a
Uh,
contestant,
she
right?
hasn't
I
asked
don't know.
me. She hasn't asked me.
Well, I don't know. She been I haven't spoken to her, so I don't know if she totally got her team yet.
Oh, okay.
I hit her up tonight, but I just hit her up not too long ago. So I'll know by tomorrow. But if not, yeah, I got you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cause I really didn't want mods, but I was like, I probably have to get temporary mods for the night. Yeah, I'm ready. All right,
Oh,
I'm about to be ready. I'll ride about to be
you
here.
better go, Chad. You gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, we got
Okay.
choir rehearsal. Our choir, because of the person he teaches 2 or 3 people. So we do choir rehearsal late night at his house.
Oh, okay.
We're a group of friends that come from many different groups and many different churches, and we sing together, and
Y'all need a
we
soprano. I'll come and sing with
huh?
y'all. I said, y'all need a soprano. I'll come and sing with
Oh yeah, I sing soprano.
y'all. Okay, Catherine said the cornbread dressing challenge is back on.
Okay, Sunday. It's Sunday at Pastor's house. I heard at
Yeah, Jay
6.
Wilson. Yeah. And I saw you commenting. You know what? I'm gonna talk to you. I'll wait till you come home from choir rehearsal because I ain't got nowhere to go tomorrow. So I'm gonna text your butt.
And you know what? I don't know what I did, but I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.
You too,
We love you.
man. Girl, he sent Pastor over the board. I read that comment because I was looking at Pastor's live. I was going back and replay, and now you can read the comments on the screen. Down below the screen, and so I was like, look at JB. I said, look at him. Pastor went off on his comment. He said, somebody, did you apologize to Lolo? I mean, not Lolo. Did you apologize to Lovely Love? Pastor said, no, the hell not. I sure in the hell didn't. And I mean, he went off. I was like, JB, why you, why you trolling Pastor like this? You know he gonna go crazy. Ugh. Like I said, I can't wait for him to wake up. I knew he was asleep. I can't wait for him to wake up because I'm gonna get on his nerves. I'm gonna leave that man alone before he cuss you out. Like, Lord.
Do Jesus.
I
JB
know, right?
know. He know better. He know better.
Lord. And then I just saw a little bit because I was over at ODS's house and I saw, boy, I don't know what Catherine has taken over the last 2 months. Baby, I don't know if losing weight and working out or whatever's going on, but my boo, she ain't taking it. Baby, she's been giving it. Do you hear me? Every time somebody come from Catherine, baby, she firing back. She shout, da, 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 da. I'm like, dang. She
I be like, get him. Get him. Don't let him do you like that.
I'm like, oh my goodness, honey. She ain't where Catherine used to take it. Now she ain't taking nothing. She's like, you come for me, I'm gonna give you what you asked for. She's been taking names and kicking butt, girl. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was rolling today when they was talking about this competition. Her and Lovely Love, they was going back and forth on ODS's panel. I'm like, Lord. Evidently, a whole lot of stuff done pop out that I don't know nothing about. So I have to wait until Miss Olivia talk about it. Or I hear Pastor bring it up. Because other than that, I don't be knowing nothing. And it's evidently something popped up on YTCs and then something popped out somewhere else. And I'm like, where all this happened at? Huh? What happened? When did this happen? And see, I get in trouble because I ask questions and people hate when you ask questions. So I just get quiet and just watch. Like eventually I'll pick up on what's going on. So whoo child, Charlie.
We gonna get in some mess today, Chad.
They battling before the champ. Yes, girl. Sissy, they was you gotta go back over to ODS's and just look at his replay. Lord, it was crazy. Catherine told Lovely Love, now you just drunk and what did she say? You just a drunk and something else. I almost hit the floor. I was like, no, she didn't. Oh,
Yes, she did. You know, Miss Catherine, she don't hold her tongue. Don't let the well-spoken church lady fool you.
okay.
You heard me?
I'm like, she had me rolling. I'm like, my God, today. I said, let me get out of here before I comment and people get mad at me. So, I'm like you, Charlie. I get in trouble just for laughing.
Yeah, I'll be over there giggling and be like, Charlie, what you like? Oh, I don't know what you talking about. Well, I will say this. I was being shady the other night to ghetto. I was. I admit it.
Well, what happened, girl?
Well, see, here's the thing. Whether you like Lemon or not, I don't give a damn about his sexuality because he ain't sleeping with me. He ain't paying my bills. He ain't my man. I don't give a damn what the fuck he do.
Okay.
Right? The way they made it seem to me, now it was just my personal opinion. Some people didn't agree with it. Was
Okay.
that they didn't want to be his friend because the maintenance man or whatever said that he was possibly gay. I was like, I don't give a fuck what he is. And if
Okay.
you know now and you knew about the rumors way beforehand. Like that rumor been going on for a long time since Sir King days. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So why would you even try to be his friend in the first place if you already knew that?
I feel you.
And they're saying, well, it's because of the setup. That's been going on. All this stuff that you naming been going on. So why even try to build a friendship with a person that you don't believe in what they do? Because he ain't changed. He ain't changed up. He's the same person. Now, I tell you, he ain't, I will say this, he has not disrespected me yet. Because I am the type of person you disrespect me, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Okay. Now.
But he's been nothing but good to me, so I'm good to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
you've been, that's how I am with everybody. I'm going to give you a chance till you mess it up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And the situation with that, it just, to me, it just looked funny. It didn't sound right. It sounded
Okay.
homophobic, and I didn't like the way it sounded. Here's the thing about audio's new, right? So
Yeah.
I could kind of understand his point of view a little bit, where like a lot of stuff was happening to him because of his friendship with Lemon, right? His mama being doxxed. He didn't tell nobody, but people were saying and insinuate him and Lemon were a thing to his mama. So I can kind of I kind of see his, but he shouldn't have jumped on the bandwagon. He should have done that way before then if he'd already been feeling some type of way.
I think
I
this is
believe.
Catherine. Hold on, sister.
But hey, Miss
Catherine.
Catherine.
Hello.
Hey, boo.
How are you? I came to tell both of y'all that the challenge is back on.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be Sunday. What time Sunday?
5 o'clock, but I gotta make y'all laugh real quick.
Okay, tell us.
Tulsa, y'all know who Tulsa is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know
Wait a
that,
minute.
Miss
Why did Tulsa just bake a Jiffy cornbread and try to pass it off as a real cornbread?
Oh hell no.
Everybody knows what Jiffy look like. Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, baby, that was about. Listen, if that was when she pulled it, when she showed it, I said, "Girl, that's Jiffy." You could look.
It's got
Who don't
that
know?
specific color. It's got that specific color. You just know.
It has that golden
Mm-hmm.
brown color like Jiffy does. I was like, girl, that's Jiffy. You just popped open a couple of eggs and yeah, that's Jiffy, baby. I know Jiffy when I see it. That ain't cornmeal. That ain't cornmeal.
Where she show that at?
She just showed it on Pastor. He was just live. He just ended his live. I had both of y'all going at the same time.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I don't even get a reminder now when he comes on. So
Which you unsubscribe? Never mind.
no, I didn't. I just don't get a reminder. Sometimes them things work and sometimes they don't. Usually
Let
when
me ask you a question. I ain't mean to interrupt, but let me ask you a question because I got shut down earlier and I realized something, and now I'm starting to take heed to what you're saying. There will be some people that I will have to unsubscribe from, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because some people I can't have this conversation with. Just because I was at Pizarro's yesterday when that happened with the maintenance man,
okay,
right? So today when I was on a certain platform, right?
okay,
And this is all I said. You could tell me Creole if I'm wrong, Charlie. You could tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm friends with Charlie, and if I'm friends with Creole, and Creole all of a sudden say that she like women, I'm just using this as an example. I'm not saying that you do
go ahead.
like women. I'm not going to stop being your friend because you like the same thing we were born with, because
Okay,
what you are attracted to is your business. I got shut down earlier for saying that, but here's the whole thing. People, listen. Ghetto is a member of the D9 organizations,
yeah,
okay?
yep,
In the D9s, there are plenty of them that are like that, Creole.
yeah. He said that though. He did say that. But go ahead. Yeah.
So I don't really understand why they're treating Lemon the way that they are. I don't. You can correct me if
No,
you
I
think
agree
I'm
with you.
wrong.
I agree.
Why are you
This is weird.
why you're singling him out in a way that they do in church? Let me just put it out there. This is the type of stuff that they do, Creole, in church when somebody is found out that they're in the community.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying this is his YouTube career. This is not his personal life. He does not spend. Listen, I'm put it to you plainer. I'm not gonna say who said this. Somebody actually said, "Ghetto, in your real life, your fraternity brothers would laugh at you spending time with Lemon because this is not who you are outside of YouTube." See, when they said that, people didn't even catch on. They don't get it, but I got it. They don't
Oh, I
understand that.
saw it. I
But
agree.
this Right. But listen, if you have the type of friends that will laugh at you for spending time with Lemon, then that says something about your character. It don't say anything about Lemons. Because what that says to me is if you was to be in Las Vegas and they had a section and you had a section, would you be embarrassed because you were sitting up there with Lemon? Because it sounds like it,
Mm.
right?
Yep. And Miss Catherine, that's what I've been saying is that to me, this is funny because Lemon's always been Lemon. He ain't changed up at all. Everything that he's doing now, he's been doing for the last, what, 6 months to a year, right? It's been the same. The rumors have always been around. You know what I'm saying? Why is this a problem now all of a sudden? why did you even start planning this trip if you already felt some type of way? Especially, I'm leaning more towards Ghetto because the way he sounded, Miss Catherine, to me was very homophobic, in my opinion. And he was strictly making it about Lemon's sexuality. Like, what it seemed like to me, they was trying to make him say, "Hey, I'm gay."
But
Like,
the issue, you know what I didn't understand, Charlie, audio Pope too, is the way that they separated. Listen, I don't. You know how when you cook, you go in the kitchen, and when you're making banana pudding, you separate the eggs, right?
Yeah.
You separate the eggs because you only need the yellow part to make the pudding. Okay, you need the white part to make the meringue for the top of the banana pudding. I'm using this analogy for a good reason, Creole. They
Okay.
separated from him like you separate eggs.
I feel, and let me say this. Let me just chime in here, and I think my opinion is totally different because y'all know Ghetto. I can take them or leave them. Okay, it's just what it is. I can take them or leave them. Um,
Right.
do sometimes feel like he's a very emotional man, you know. But that's just my opinion. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen nothing different. However, when he said, unless he said something else that I missed, when he said that it finally dawned on him that everything Lemon does is for um view,
Content.
yeah, content. And he
Right.
really realized that him and his woman and his life and all of that, it's some things that he's been watching it. And Lemon does this for content. He don't want to be content. And every time they try to talk to him, Lemon don't listen. And Lemon don't listen to nobody. Okay. I mean, nobody. All right. He's gonna do what he want to do. He'll be a train wreck. He don't care. He's gonna do what he want to do. So I feel like something happened to where that did open his mouth. I guess because of the guy that showed his, he was working there, the maintenance guy everybody talking about. Now, do I think Lemon was responsible for him getting docked? In a way, yes, because you know how YouTube is. And I would have told that man right there, look, let me tell you something. You better cover that up because they'll dox you. They'll get into, blah, blah, blah. Now you can get on here, but if you get doxed, you on your own. That's how you warn somebody. Okay. He didn't warn that guy at all. So do I think he's somewhat responsible? Yeah. Does that mean I got something against Lemon? No. I'm just telling my opinion. Everybody got one. So I just don't think, and this is me personally, I don't think that he said that to be homophobic. I think it came off like it, possibly to people, because the person they suspecting to be gay. Okay. But he's never said he was. So it kind of like throws that out the window. But I just don't think so. And I could be wrong. Okay. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I think he really thought about it like this guy do anything for content. So, do I really want to have my life and my woman's life and all of this? Do I really want that exposed out here like that? So I don't know. I don't know. So you all could be right. I don't know. But that's just
I mean,
this. I took him for what he said. But go ahead.
I think that Creole. I think that the problem is that okay. Say if you and I were friends. I'm just using this as an example. Say if you and I were friends,
Okay.
and I'm on a weight loss journey,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
And then you I've turned on the camera so people, and as a matter of fact, that's a picture. You might can't see that picture, but there is a picture there.
Okay.
But one day you came to Philly and you got to see that I'm over 200 pounds, and you said, "Well, Dad, I thought you was on a weight loss journey." I am, but you don't lose weight overnight when you start out on your journey. I mean, even people that are on Zepbound and Ozempic, or my excuse me, Manjaro and Ozempic, it takes time to lose weight. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is when I see people judge people friendships because of who that person chooses sexually, that lets me know that they're in a box like church people. I have to use them for an example. The reason why is because why are you worried about who's in somebody else's bed or is not in somebody else's bed?
Who you sleep with? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why would you? Here's the whole thing. We seen your Afro Latina young lady. We seen who you are intertwined with. We know about your two marriages and the condo you live in and all that stuff like that. We seen all of that. So what I'm saying is, when people have said, are saying, and still are going to say that the people in your real life, your D9 brothers, your frat brothers would laugh at you, it is because they think that you think that you're better than Lemon. So then if you think that you're better than Lemon, then why hang out with Lemon?
But you know what? I keep going back to this, and just Kimmy, I don't remember what you said per what you said. I can just sum it up. So forgive me if I misquote you. I remember just Kimmy on her last live. She said Ghetto wouldn't even hang out with a lemon in his real life. That would never happen. That's what she said on her live. She said, yeah, when she started laughing, she said, honey, Ghetto wouldn't hang out with a lemon. They two different. Yeah, no, he wouldn't do that. And so Lemon got upset about that because he felt like she was saying that Ghetto is like higher than him or better than him or whatever. And so Ghetto came on and kind of said no, and all this and stuff. But now here we are. You know what I'm saying? So when he said what he said, my mind automatically went back to what Just Kimmy said.
See,
But here's
that's
the whole thing. If you let me ask you this. If you wouldn't want him to meet your frat brothers, right?
Hmm.
Because now listen, I know people in fraternities, and I also know people that are Eastern Stars and Masons. Creole, some of them are same gender loving.
But see, and then your boy, well, he said that he's not homophobic. He got friends, and some of his frat brothers is gay, or whatever. He said he don't want it to seem like it. But after that, I didn't hear no more stuff. He kept talking
now.
about.
I will say he kept making it about it sexually. That's the part that made it feel that way towards me was that it just kept being pushed like the narrative. And then he did try to clean it up after people started in on him, like started in on him
Oh,
about it.
really? Okay.
And so that's why it felt that way to me. He was like, well, here's the thing. You knew about the rumors. If you didn't want him to meet your frat brothers, let's say you got to thinking about it, right? Why
Hmm.
would you even, in the first place, if you didn't want people to know you're on the internet and doing certain things and in certain spaces, why would you even try to say you're going to go on the trip in the first place?
But
Well, he
Charlie, you
basically.
do know that he was going to rent a VIP section, right?
Well, I know their first little hiccup, if you remember, Miss Catherine, was remember when he said you got to pop bottles and us on this, and Lemon just said, well, I don't really have to have a bottle. You know what I'm saying? And he took it as in a different way. So, oh, you got it, and they ended up having their little scuffle for that. Um, and then they
No,
ended up
he was
making
just
up.
recently, they made up, but he was just recently going to rent a section, that of which Talent and Sassy and Ghetto were putting money up to rent a section so that they could get a bottle. Now, my whole thing is, I hate that this has happened between Lemon and Ghetto again, because you either accept somebody for who they are or you don't. It's simple. All of that they were doing this morning, I think I actually turned it off. And I didn't actually turn it off because I didn't want to hear it. I turned it off because if Lemon and Ghetto can't talk about it, it's not going to go anywhere.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this too. When Ghetto got up there and was all rah rah to Roro and R and Y this morning, I wanted to smack the shit out of him. He's in one of his phases. I don't know if y'all have noticed this about Ghetto, but every 6 months it seems he gets in these little moods. Because I've seen him do it, and he needs to be brought down a little peg. He thinks he is better than people in some ways. I'm sorry, but I'm
What
catching that
happened with
vibe.
Iron Pie?
Oh,
What happened?
he this morning they were trying to talk to him, just have a conversation, and because they were saying their opinion and he didn't like it, he started getting rah rah with both Roro, Honest Ro, and he started getting rah rah with RMY.
Oh wow! And RNY didn't Libra him.
Oh no, she did.
Okay, I was gonna say because.
Oh no, she did. She did. It was on YTC's this morning. If y'all want to catch that replay to catch that part.
Okay.
No, she was in RNY fashion.
Okay.
But it's just if you can't way it look to me, as you know, I'm friends with a very controversial person. You know that both of y'all know I caught a lot of flack for many years. I would get blocked out of chats. People would cuss me out, and they didn't even know me. They automatically thought I was a doxer. I was
Yeah.
this, that. I was. I just let people run with their narrative because I knew they didn't know me.
Right.
I believe that not only the people when they go to other sectors say you hang out with them, you're blah blah blah, and on top because he's been hanging out in the Mo 3 sector. See,
Oh,
that's
okay.
something that you may not know. And that's why I think this has been a stress for him. On top of that, the doxing situation, this stuff. I was doxed as a moderator. I wasn't even a content creator because they thought I blocked them.
Oh,
Okay. So
wow.
that's just gonna happen that just happens. You get what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you own here, if you jumping on panels, if you're in anything, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like you got to be ready to catch the flack. That's why I brought that up last night over there at Lemons. I was like, if you're friends with a controversial figure, you're going to catch hell. But they kept making it about his sexuality. It should not matter. He's never crossed a line with them. He's never hit on them. He's never made, like advances, even if he
Mhm.
was, even if he's not. It don't matter what he is. Just like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a married
Yeah.
woman. I'm jumping on his panel. If he was a straight man, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Here's the thing, because I don't know I don't care what his sexuality is. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Because to me, he's just a person I talk to on the internet. He's cool with me. I'm cool with him. It's just like if anybody that I know is lesbian or bisexual, as long as they don't cross that line, I don't care.
Right.
And I also am strong enough in myself to know that no matter what you call me, it's not what you call me, it's what I answer to, and I
What
don't
I
care.
answer to. Come on. I know
And
you.
I believe all that together is compounded. And I think there's some truth. I don't know if y'all believe in me or like agree with me. There's some things that they're not saying that's the real truth. I think there's some things that they're not bringing out. I think there's something else to it. Um, whether they just didn't want to go on the trip with him. You know what I'm saying? Whether they didn't want to be a part of no drama, whatever the situation may be, right? I don't know. But I think there's more to this story that meets the eye.
But Ghetto is still going because
Oh,
Ghetto has a golf tournament, and that's how. See, this is the whole thing. Ghetto would have still been going to Las Vegas regardless of whether Lemon shows up or not because he has a golf tournament that weekend. So he would have
Okay.
been in Las Vegas anyway. But the thing he said was he's still going to go to Las Vegas, but he's not going to meet up with Lemon.
Yeah, he said he's done. He said he's done.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah.
Yeah, so my whole thing is it why do you think that he would get around your frat brothers and get drunk and do something or say something that you don't it has to be listen, if he was looking for it out, he got one. He got it. He got it. Cuz
Mm.
I was watching that live yesterday when that stuff happened with the maintenance man. And what people didn't peep was the maintenance man turned his camera on so that y'all could see who he is and come over to his Twitch channel, baby. Catch the game.
Mm.
It wasn't
Lemon
about him
did
being
warn him. I'm gonna tell you this. He did tell him, he said, "You don't know these people, man. They'll dox you. You don't need to. He was trying to tell him not to turn on the camera and do that stuff, and he's like, "No,
Oh,
I ain't got no
yes, he
social
was.
medias." He said he didn't have no social medias, child. He lied.
on
Yeah, because
Twitch.
they found him, didn't they? Your Twitch. There you go. Yep.
He's on Twitch. So he did that so that um he did that so that people could come follow him on Twitch. He's trying to build his following up.
Oh. Hmm.
That's why, because
Well,
here's the whole thing. Why turn your camera on? Lemon had tape over his camera and his camera was turned off. So if you turn your camera on and somebody already told you, don't do it or whatever, to me that says that you're trying to build your following up,
okay. Okay. Hmm.
right?
Wow.
He pulled the tape off of the camera, off of the phone, whatever Lemon was on, pulled the tape off of it, and he came on camera. Now, keep in mind, this man is at work. While we trying to blame Lemon, let's just take this out for a minute. This man is at work, is supposed to be fixing the thermostat because the thermostat was broken and it was 77 degrees there. So while you're at work, you're on YouTube. Whose fault is that?
You know what? I think that their relationship is a little bit different than what everybody knows. I think they know each other or whatever because from what I heard, it's like they were very familiar with each other. I'm not saying romantically. Stop that. I don't want nobody to think that. But I'm saying like
Right.
some people you see each other in the complex. You're like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? What you doing? How like that. So for him to say his comment the way that he did, that means they've had some type of "What's up, dog?" or "How you doing?" or "What you doing? Can I buy a cigarette?" Something. That's what I thought. I just felt like he felt comfortable. He felt comfortable, being around women, and that's just what he thought. You know, it just said. But
Right.
I didn't know
They
that he had already warned him about what the people will do. I thought he didn't do that until after the dude was exposed. So I stand corrected. My fault. I stand corrected. You
well,
No,
know.
and I think, go ahead, Charlie.
I was just gonna say, you think about it, if you live in an apartment complex for years and that's been the maintenance man for long, y'all do know each other
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
every time something break, you got to call them mofo's.
Right. That's what I'm like. Yeah, they had, I can understand that. Because when I used to live in an apartment complex, it was a couple of them that I knew. They'd be like, hey, Shorty. I'm like, what's going on? Whose stuff you breaking today? Like that, but wasn't nothing going on between us. We were just familiar with each other.
Well,
So
it's
I didn't
like
know.
when I stayed at the hotel when we were getting our house together. I stayed there for a whole month to the point I got to know every one of the cleaning crew. I was
Okay.
friendly with the cleaning ladies. I'm like, hey, can I get some extra towels?
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't, I'm like this. I don't know if the guy is gay or not. I could care less. Okay. I don't lose no sleep either way. Um, I just, I'm just like this. I take a person, unless you show me otherwise, I take you at what you say. If you saying to me that it's not a problem with him being a homosexual, but more or less to the fact that he has no chill, he has no, no boundaries, I get it because everybody has to work with what their boundaries is. My boundaries may not be Charlie's may not be yours, vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So if that's what he feels his boundaries is, that's on him. Only he really knows what the issue is. We all can, kind of have our own opinions on what we feel, and if it's your feelings, it's your feelings. But whatever the facts of the matter is, I don't know. I don't
You
know.
know what? I forgot to tell you real quick. Creole, what do you think about Prophet Jordan in Florida with St. Jobs, William McCrae, St. James, and Chantal?
Well, I'm waiting because Jibes has agreed to give me an interview, and so
Okay.
I'm waiting. Yeah, he's gonna come. He already told me he's gonna give me my interview. We're coming up with a date. So I'm waiting because I whatever he's getting, hopefully, is something that he can share and it'll help those that's connected to them. Personally, I feel like it's a move that Bishop Jordan is making to also to kind of solidify him. And
Okay.
so if I can get all of these vloggers right now and to come up under a network that I create, then I still have, like I just feel some type of way about it. I feel like it's more to the point than just what's going on. But I feel like it's also to benefit Bishop Jordan.
I mean, I have to be honest about this because I've known Prophet Jordan for quite some time.
Hmm.
He has, and this is what I was just telling Pastor over there. He has been in ministry, and put it to you like this. This is the best way I could say it. He has King Jobs, who has over 100,000 subscribers.
Hmm.
He has Saint James, who has 25,000 subscribers. I don't know what Sean Talks has and William McCrae have, but he has two of the biggest right there with St. James and Jobs. Right
Yep.
there, you have 150,000 right there. So the way I'm looking at it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, the way I'm looking at it is he wants to change their trajectory. He wants to, and when I say that. He wants to change the way that they do content, is what I'm saying.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
So, because here's the whole thing. A lot of people might feel some type of way about, like, it's like the Heat show, right? I don't know if you watched the Heat show with Shoutengale and Bishop, but I do.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Okay. They give you what's going on without actually giving. It's kind of like, you know how in the beef sector people give commentary.
Mm-hmm.
They give you church stuff with and giving you church stuff. They give you the facts first, and then give you what they think about it.
Okay.
What I think Archbishop. Let me please stop saying that because he has changed his title. What I think Archbishop wants to do is him and his son want to expand their brand through Jives
Yep.
and St. James. And the reason why I didn't say William McCray and Son Talk, huh?
You said it a little bit better than me, but that's exactly what I was talking about. I think it's a whole new venture. I'm sorry, and he's bringing in a whole new umbrella, but he'll be at the head of it. So, yep, I agree. Go ahead.
I don't think that he could do it under Larry Reed, and I'm going to tell you why. Larry Reed, his content and a lot of his stuff, it changed. It will be kind of like this. Here's Creole, and I bring her from cooking in her kitchen, and I'm telling you exactly how this happened. Pay attention. I bring her from cooking in her kitchen on YouTube to her owning a restaurant. So, in other words, what I'm telling you is what this is probably where Prophet is upset, and Archbishop is upset, and he's not expressing it to anybody, but I can see what it is. If I bring you from cooking in your kitchen to owning your own restaurant, if I take you from thousandaire to millionaire, and you stab me in my back, then the only thing I can do is go get another set of people and show them the same thing that I showed you. And hopefully this next set of people won't do that to me.
Come on now. I agree with that. Okay.
I mean, I watched I watched Larry Reed go from thousandaire to millionaire. I watched him go from where he was to renting, not owning, renting the property in Atlanta that they're trying to rent out now. And I watched his financial thing change. So with Prophet Jordan, see, this is what people that have money, this is what people don't understand. If they made money the first time with Creole, they can make money the second and the third time with Charlie and Catherine.
Yeah.
They don't have to stop at Creole because Creole wanted to stab me in the back. They don't. I ain't calling you a backstabber. I'm
Right.
just telling you the fact of, if you go back and listen to the story of how they fell out. If I say, listen, Creole, my fee to be your mentor is $30,000. That's what my fee is, and you're not going to change it. Let me say that again. If I tell you that my fee to be your mentor is $30,000, you're not going to change it because you don't want to pay me.
Okay.
So if you fall out with me over money, but I am the bridge that carried you across your troubled waters, what does that say about your character?
Well,
I'm just asking because if I took you from being a thousandaire to a millionaire, who around here is going to question Bernard Jordan's character?
come on now. Come on.
So now he's sitting up there with the same people that Larry used to talk about. Are we not paying attention to this? Somebody need to flip to the back of the book. They've been stuck in the front. He was over there with Larry when he first, listen, when Bernard Jordan first started coming in these circles, no, he wasn't. He was over there with Larry. He took Larry from being a thousandaire to a millionaire. But Larry
Right.
was the person that was talking about St. Giles and St. James. So where is he now? Who is on a panel now? St.
Okay.
James, King Giles, and William McCray. Did we forget that William McCray is the person that started the Carnal Church sector?
Yes, he did. Come on.
So what I'm saying to you is, if somebody does something one time, this is how millionaires and billionaires get to be. If they do something one time with Creole, and Creole be like, listen, I don't need you now. I got the recipe. I see what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Dubai and I'm gonna make money and then I'm gonna build ministry in Ghana. Okay, well, do what you do, Larry. Ain't nobody even listening to you like that no more. But okay, so you got the concept. Whatever, bye, whatever. So if he did it with them, you don't think he can't do it with St. James and King
Yeah,
Giles? Of course he can. Why do you think they're sitting up there?
right.
Because they surely ain't up there for no YouTube content. Let us not make that mistake. They ain't up there for that because King Jobs he makes crowns. He does graphics. He's just was talking about somebody's funeral obituary. He at some point in time, and I've told him this, and I don't know if he's paid attention to what I've said. What the day is going to come where your YouTube channel is going to go away. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away because you don't. It's going to go away because your brand. Listen, if you're doing crowns at $5,000, are
Hmm.
you serious? Just crowns are $5,000.
Yeah. And I mean,
That
I've seen him. He's really, he puts a whole lot of work in. Dad, come on, sure. He
he,
puts a whole
he's like he's like Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, although he pastors his church, he had to really stand up in a pulpit one day and really tell people, I am here, but I'm not here with a paycheck. Y'all got it all twisted up. I get books that outsell whatever these people could give me. I had to actually stop taking a paycheck because the books, and I don't need a paycheck. That's where King Jobs is going. He's
yeah,
going. So
yeah.
what I'm saying is he may be sitting up there on a panel getting some information, but the reality is people be calling him for them crowns. I've seen him. He gave Monique a crown.
Yeah, he did. That was beautiful. Yeah, it was. I seen that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I would
Hmm.
have liked I would have liked her to shout at him out though, for real.
Me too. Me too. That's the least she could have did.
A free crown? Come on, Monique. Come on.
That's the
Help
least she
your
could.
people out.
I'm like,
But
mm-mm.
Creole, I was shouting you out the other day.
Were you? Okay, thank you, boo. I don't know what it was about, but thank you, boo.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I was shouting you out because Pizarro was talking about things that can heal your body. And I typed in her chat. Creole talk about stuff like this on her channel all the time.
Yeah.
But if they
Thank
would come over here, they would know that. See, y'all want the mess. Y'all want the mess. But
you.
see, the mess is not going to save your life. You need to know that blueberries lower your cholesterol. You need to know
Okay.
that garlic lowers the cholesterol. See what lemon is going through? I ain't got nothing against lemon. But Creole is the person that's going to tell me to go get some burdock root to help my lymphedema. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh my
See, y'all,
goodness.
y'all gonna be pay attention, Creole. They're gonna be the people that's on the 30th of November, not understanding that they're getting ready to be cut off their SNAP benefits again. Because that lady that Trump put in there done told y'all if y'all don't reapply, y'all not gonna get it.
Well, I know you
Did she
right.
say that? Creole, did she not say that if you don't reapply, you're not going to get the benefits because they're changing the requirements?
Yep. 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 That's all that was
Or
about. All that shutdown was about, though. But I don't want to get into that because we be here no whole another hour. But yeah, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Honey, I can't be everywhere, so that's why I be asking you when I see you. I be like, Catherine, what the happened? Because I know you be knowing, girl. I know you know, and I trust you. So a lot of people can't tell me things because I don't trust them. I trust Charlie. Charlie will give me a rundown too, because Charlie be everywhere too.
I mean,
I'm like,
Charlie was, Charlie was up there with, um, Charlie was up there with Lemon last night, but I mean, just like today when I hit his panel and I tried to have a real conversation with him. I mean, we talked about it wasn't about the cornbread and the what you call it.
mhm.
I apologize for him being caught in the mix of that. It was more about me telling him that, Lemon is just a few years older than my oldest son. My oldest son already turned 31.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to him is a life lesson is when people don't Creole accept you for who you are. Listen, I'm 211 pounds. The scales here today. If
Mhm.
somebody said I want Catherine at 175, listen, that's between me and the God of my salvation, not yours. Let me make that
Right.
clear.
Right.
That's between me and God. You see, you can't tell God that you want me to be smaller because you don't have that conversation with God. I do. I'm the
At
one
all.
that gets on the treadmill for an hour. How you sound saying that?
Come on. I know you right.
That's
I
like
know.
somebody saying to you, Creole, I would like you if you was 4 shades lighter. Then what you need to do is you need to
No,
go find somebody my son's complexion.
thank thanks you.
That's an
You
insult.
it
Child,
really
you know how limit is sometimes, so Miss Catherine. That's why you'll see me peace out. I'll be up there and be like, nope, about time for me to go. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
right. Mm-mm.
It's that
Y'all, wait a
time.
minute. Let me run my commercial real quick, y'all. One more. I ain't ran it in a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
It's go time. Dr.Creole, Libra butterfly in the building, y'all. Welcome to the egg roll challenge. Yeah. Judges on deck, JB and the D-Ham show through that. Let's get that flavor poppin', let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sizzle in the kitchen, got that vibe so right. We rollin' egg rolls from the morning to the night. Butterfly wings bring the spice and the soul. Dr. Creole in command, she's in control. Everybody stepping up, showing all that skill. Golden on the outside, flavor that kills. Judges lean in, they know what's real. One bite, that's love you can feel. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it tight, roll it tight. Aero magic, we taking flight, taking flight. Leave a butterfly, got that light, got that light. Creole love with that southern bite. Baby in the zone, taste buds lit, damn show 3 more. Can't quit, roll it up, roll it up. Yeah, we cooking live, Aero challenge, that flavor vibe. Sauce on the side, that drip too clean. Crunch when it hit, that's a foodie dream. Shrimp, beef, veggie, sweet or hot. Everybody think they got the best shot. Dr. Creole smile, she know who bringing heat. Libra butterfly style, you can't compete. It's more than food, it's a celebration. Love in the kitchen, so vibrate. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it right, roll it right. Flip it once, flip it once. Now seal it tight, seal it tight. In a fry, watch it shine, watch it shine. Golden brown, now it's taste test time. Judges take a bite, whoa, that crunch. Whole room vibing, while they mine. Flavor so bold, the crowd go wild. Aero challenge got that style. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it tight, roll it tight. Aero magic, we taking flight, taking flight. JB and D-Ham 3, know we live, leave a butterfly, that hosting vibe. Real spice, we feel that flame. Aero challenge, remember the name. Roll it up, yeah, we cooking live. From the 3-1 down to the butterfly vibe.
Yes, y'all. Y'all know it's a bop. I know if your twerk work, you better work it. Come on now.
I was over here bed twerking, child.
Okay, because
That was a
that's a
perfect potty
bopper.
break, too. Thank you, Mr. D. Ham, for that perfect potty break, also.
Okay. I know you're right. I want to share this real quick. And I always have to explain why I always say, no matter what the test, I always do your best. So let me do it again because somebody said they didn't understand it. Okay, so let me tell you. When I say no matter what the test, do your best, because any test that you fail that God gives you, you have to repeat it, and it's much worse than if you had passed it the first time. So you always, and just in life, period, you always want to do your best. I mean, why is that not self-explanatory? I don't know, but I can't assume that everybody understands. So I get that. Okay, that's the teacher in me. I don't mind repeating it. I hate to repeat myself, but I understand. Some people don't get it the first time. Okay. So I get it, okay? Anything you do, you want to do your best. Anything, no matter what it is. My granddaddy used to say, even if you're a garbage tipper, be the best garbage tipper it is. No matter what you do, you be the best at it. You know, so that's who's that? Hey D, how you doing, love? Did you get
Hey,
your
Miss
email?
DD.
I sent you an email. Did you get it? I just sent it today. I responded to yours. But anyway, y'all, let me show you this real quick. I want to know what y'all think about this. And then we'll be out of here. Girl, here I am with these long lives again. I ain't never used to do a long live. What's going on with
It's
me?
my fault. You know,
Uh-uh.
I'm making it better, and we making it together, and we
Oh
loving on each other.
no.
Come
Now,
on.
Creole, I hope she ain't in church. Oh my God.
Girl, wait a
She's
minute.
showing all her business. Oh my God.
No, she not in church. But by the way, y'all,
Oh,
my coffee that was
oh,
supposed to be here on the 17th, I got it
yeah.
today. Okay. I got it today. You know
Well, the day
Ray.
the 19th. Okay. Who you order? That Rise Coffee?
No, I got it from Amazon. It's Amazon messed up. They were supposed to deliver it and they didn't. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna
Okay.
check it out.
For here. I've been in a relationship with my baby's father since I was 16 years old. We got married we've been married for 5 years. He recently left me, and I just saw him here with his new girlfriend.
First of all, he
Okay.
left you. Look how
So
you
he's here?
dress.
Okay. So what's your question?
This is all fresh for me, so it's like,
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
this is
Hold on.
all new. This is all fresh for me.
And you know that's our girl up there, Charlie. I'm gonna fast forward to what she got.
Oh, I done seen this clip. I already know what's fixing to happen.
Okay.
You said what?
Wait a
This
minute,
is all new for me. Like
It's all new for you?
Huh?
Creole, look how she dressed. Talking about her husband left. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So who you bring? You brought your girl, and you look cute. Okay, so why we give a fuck about what they're doing? You having fun?
I'm having fun.
Good.
Y'all look beautiful. I'm having a great time, but
Are y'all divorced?
not yet.
Oh,
That's
so
why
she
you give a
jumped the
fuck.
fence.
Okay, so you gotta say that. She didn't say that.
We have two children.
So y'all are separated. How long have you been separated?
Wouldn't it be fucked up?
6 months to 8 months.
What is it? It's fucked up, right? Wouldn't it be fucked up? It's his turn with the kids. Be like, I gotta work tonight.
And you find his ass here?
He had tonight's conversation and shit. All right, hold on. Before we go further. Hold on. Let's work this out.
What is there to work out, though? I'm confused. I really am.
No. All right. True or false? Do you agree with dating while separated?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify. He's been with the side chick for many years that he's denied. And it wasn't until recently that I found out. And now he's able to bring her out.
Okay. Oh.
Right.
Okay. All right, hold on. No more new information.
Okay.
No more new information. Okay.
I feel like I know y'all. I watched the.
All right.
Okay, let me get to my girl. Cause she always give me some. I love her. She think like me. Hold on. Let me go.
That's crazy.
They have these little panels and they have, people that come up here because you'd be surprised what some of these people going through. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. But this took balls. Wait a minute, you with your new chick, the one that you swore to me that you wasn't with, and now you with her because I found out all the information and y'all got so happen to be here tonight.
So,
wow.
Kind of right, but
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So that girl that she's with, is that her girlfriend? I mean, is that her lover? Let me be clear. Is that her lover?
No, that's her friend.
Okay. No, I'm, because I see the way she dressed. Okay.
You silly.
but if she's truly the love of your life, would she settle for that role right out of the gate?
ooh. Now, here's the thing.
Here we go. Come on,
This is layered, so I'm gonna try to go down as much as I can. Anybody who steps outside of a marriage, usually it's because there's a lack of fulfillment, not blaming the other partner. There's a lack of emotional fulfillment, or they're looking for a void to be filled, or else they've gotten to that place to where commitment has become a huge responsibility and they're looking for that thrill. This is not me putting anything on the betrayed partner at all, because I don't believe that a betrayed partner should be responsible for the process of that healing in the beginning. And I also don't believe that the betrayed partner should be responsible for anything in regards to that cheating early on. But whenever you see that the offending partner, the cheater, steps out, I'm going to say this to anybody who has ever been betrayed. I'm going to speak to you all. I'm sure there's been a lot of people who've been betrayed and they have dealt with infidelity before. Their betrayal is a reflection of their choices, not your worth. So don't attach your worth to what choices they made. When someone does not have an identity outside of their marriage, they look to their partner as a sole source of their emotional fulfillment. And that's where a lot of their unhappiness comes from. And then you start to feel guilty because they start pointing the finger at you to make you feel like they can equate whatever their offense is to your wrongdoings or whatever it is that you fell short on. Don't allow that to happen. This is the reason why post-infidelity, so many people actually struggle with recovering. But for the young lady who was just at the mic right now, I'm sure because you have dealt with that infidelity, it is still hard for you to process. But look at it this way, because sometimes you do have to reframe the way you see things in a way that you think. It's painful, but it's possible for you to get over. Look at this now as this is a gradual way of you being exposed to this trigger now. Look at this opportunity. If you change the way you think, you'll heal a lot faster. Be glad that now you see that this is a space that still evokes some type of distress. Yes. Now it's your responsibility to go ahead and start regulating those emotions and processing what's going on. Don't judge yourself for what this person has done. Don't judge yourself if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're confused, if you're disoriented, if you're disorganized. Don't judge yourself. This is where self-validation triumphs self-judgment. Start validating your experiences. You have the right to feel this way. You have the right to feel what's going on in this.
Right. And that's what gets me mad about people saying, girl, don't do that. You don't give him that much emotion. School me. I'm hurt. It's okay to say I'm hurt. I'm not going to sit over here with all this hurt inside of me, eating me up, causing me high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, and all this type of stuff. And I'm hurt. If I'm hurt, I'm going to say I'm hurt, and I'm going to get over it. But let me feel what I feel. You know, I know they make us women feel like we got to be super women all the time through everything for everybody. We got to put ourselves on the back burner. We can't feel what we feel. We can't show what we feel. The devil is a funky lie, okay? And that's why so many of us women walk around and we snap on people that we don't mean to snap on. And that's why, sometimes we can't lose the weight we trying to lose because, we holding all this stuff in. That man gone, he free. He don't care no more about you than two cats licking each other outside. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. And I'm here to say it's okay. And that's why I put my quote in the chat. You can't expect the person who hurt you to come and heal you. That's just my thoughts. Okay. And a lot of times we look for that person to make it better, to make us feel good, to apologize to us for doing us wrong. And he don't care. She don't care. She gone and she's doing her. She don't care. We can't expect those same people that hurt us to come and heal us. It don't make sense. And when you think about it like that, the reason why I'm going through is because I trusted the wrong person. What in this can I learn? Even though it's not my fault because I trusted, I trusted, but it's your fault because you didn't know how to receive it. So what can I learn not to fall for that no more, or to see it coming? Like, oh girl, I started off tonight talking about my friend, my ex-friend, whatever, how she was and how she's trying to do me. And she just went and posted today a picture of her and the girl I was telling you about, the best friend. Her pictures all on Facebook today talking about my bestie, my bestie, my bestie. Okay. And then you tag me in it, but you asking me to help you. See what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. I ain't even respond. I don't know you. That's where I'm at with it. I'm going back to, I don't know you. You can't use me. I'm a good person. I got a good heart, and I help those who God tell me to help, and I help those who's got the heart something like man that's got a good heart. But for all of y'all users and y'all spiritual vampires or succubus, miss me. I don't have no more for you. So
Space right now to that person who, if she said he's in the audience, oh, okay, hey baby, yeah, wherever you are, I wish I can say something a little bit in true kitty form.
Right.
But how disrespectful, how insensitive is it for you, the audacity for you to come into a space where you more than likely knew that your wife, who is still technically your wife, is going to be here. That shows the amount of respect you don't even have for yourself. In this instance, to come into a space like this, you are intentionally trying to punish this woman. I don't care what it is that you all have gone through. If you are not legally divorced and it's still separation and there are still feelings that need to be processed, don't keep on hurting somebody. Think about that. And if y'all have kids or anything else, think about what that's going to do to them as well. You need that woman to be in a good mental space. If you have children, especially for the sake of your home and your children. That's all I got to say.
Clap it up, clap it up. Keita, did you have a question?
I do have a question for you. Do you believe in dating while separated?
So
Because what is the point of a separation?
So listen,
It depends on what type of separation it is and what separation looks like for each person.
But if me and you have been miserable for 6 months and we've been trying, but we've been talking about divorce and we know that this is coming to the end of our relationship, right? And so it's been 6 months. I decided to go to tonight's conversation and maybe I didn't know that you were going to be there. Am I wrong? Am I a cheater?
No. So listen, no, he's a cheater.
Okay, he's a cheater.
Yeah, he's a cheater regardless because he started cheating before the marriage was separated. Anywho, I just wanted to throw that out there, and everything. Cause
I love her to death, and I didn't know her name was Kitty, but I've been watching, like, she comes up on my feed a lot, and so I just be watching, and a lot of her clips, especially her. I've seen the other girls too, but her specifically, she be giving people discernment, and she be giving them not only like intelligence, but also like godly intelligence and emotional. I'd be like, oh, I love this lady. I don't know who she is, but I love her so much.
Yep, her name is Kitty. I love me some Kitty because she looks like, I promise you, I ain't trying to be funny. Her and one of my daughters could be twins. When I saw her, I was like, I sent that to her. I said, "This is who." I said, "She looks like you," and she started laughing. She said, "Kitty." She said, "Mama, everybody's been sending me her." I'm like, wow. I mean, they look just like twins. And when I saw her, is that my daughter? Because believe it or not, my daughter does podcasts like this too. Like she's been floating around, and everything. And somebody sent me, said, listen to this girl. And I was like, I've listened to this girl all my life. That's what I said to myself. I'm like, because this is my child. I know my child, like that. So yeah, she does little podcasts and stuff like that too. So, but I only okay, now I have my little stuff that because like I said, you can't eat desserts all day. So I have my little desserts that I like, that I watch sometime and just to get my kikis off and everything. But for the most part, I actually indulge in different things like that, reinforce who I am and my beliefs and everything because the world we live in now, y'all, and it's weird. It's like I said, it's like it's done flipped upside down. What used to be wrong is now right. Okay, what used to be left is right. Like everything is flipped upside down. People are more nastier than what they used to be. And when COVID hit, everybody seemed to have gotten on this thing to where they was trying to love on each other because you didn't know if it was going to be your last time or not. And so everybody, was like, oh, here, if you don't have a mask, here you go. You need some sanitizer. Oh, here's a pop. Oh, and just can I pray for you? Everything was just, but it seemed like now since we came out of that, it's like people are more nastier than they were before we went in. Um, and it's crazy.
Some of these folks not wearing deodorant too. I'm just saying they think cologne is a. That's why I have to do my I do my PSA every morning when I end my show. But when she was talking about like the marriage aspect and cheating and wise, and I'm gonna say this: I don't know if he knew she was gonna be there or not, but just for the fact that you now flaunting the side piece and y'all not even still fully divorced, and that is kind of hurtful, even if she's trying to move on, trying to deal with the situation, because you're having to sit there, that they were cheating while y'all were together.
Yeah.
But the person who is cheated on, I also want that person, like with Miss Kitty, can not agree more, realize that a cheater is going to do no matter what. You could have done nothing better. There are some things you could take accountability for, right? Let's say you were argumentative in some way or another. Yeah, you could take accountability for your actions, but they still made that choice that they didn't have to make. You get what I'm saying? They could have broke up with you. They could have talked to you about that situation. They had that in their mind already. I've been cheated on one time by my ex-baby, and I forgave him the first time, and I shouldn't have. Because guess what it gave him? He thought the process was he could do it a second time. But that second time was the breaker. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And literally, there, I was like, bring you your plate on a platter when you come home from work. Make sure your clothes is clean. Like, he worked in construction, so I would have to take his clothes outside wash them with a water hose first, with a high pressure water hose, because he would get that mud on it, and I didn't want that stuff in my washer
Yeah.
because it could tear it
Yeah.
up.
You can
So I
tear
would
it
have
up.
to,
Yep.
yeah. So I took his clothes outside, sprayed them off with a water hose, wrung them out so I could bring them back inside to wash them to make sure this man had clean clothes every single day. Hell, he when he came to my house, he had one duffel bag full of clothes. When he left my house, he had three big black garbage bags and that duffel bag.
Okay.
Hell, he took most of my shit. What you talking about? Um, I he made me mad when he wore one of my he had plenty of clean shirts, but I had a shirt that was my favorite shirt of all time. It was a cross shirt. But the way that the cross was laid and it looked like real wood and it
Mhm.
had my favorite quote on it, um it was beautiful. I love this shirt. If he didn't wear that mofo to work one day when he know he was gonna be painting and mess up
Oh.
my shirt, I ain't sitting here. Woo, I was mad, child. I take the responsibility that I was young at the time and maybe I did too much. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I
Yeah.
take responsibility that I may have been a nag sometimes because this man had an alcohol problem too. So yeah, he may have saw me as the our problem started with the cheating stuff after we had a child. Most of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because I figured out he can't take responsibility. Now he can get with a woman who has kids that he don't have to take care of.
Right, because he could leave at any time. Mhm.
But he don't like being with his own that he has to take responsibility for.
Yeah.
Um, and at that time though, I was like, why? Like I do everything for you. Like I couldn't figure out why. What did I do wrong? That's something that I was gonna say is that the person who is shit on don't think you did anything wrong because they made that decision and no matter what you would have done, you could have done nothing better. You could have done nothing different because if they had a problem before they ever cheated, should have came to you. No. Usually a cheater is looking for that thrill.
Mhm.
And there's nothing, even if you try to make that thrill in the bedroom, sometimes that's not the case
Right.
because you're not new. They looking for something new, something thrilling, something different, something taboo. Getting the possibility to get caught. There's a lot of different reasons, but it ain't none of your fault, and you couldn't have done nothing to stop it.
Right. Absolutely.
Miss Catherine.
I'm still here. I was putting on my compression that I
Oh, what do you use
yeah,
compression
I
on
have to
your?
sleep in yeah, I have to sleep in compression. When you have lymphedema, you're
I know what you're
supposed to
talking
wear
about.
yeah, I wear it in the day and I sleep in it at night too. So
Okay.
yeah. And I use a pneumatic pump to help with the swelling as well. So yeah. That's why when I see a certain person and they're all puffy and people are making light of the fact they don't really understand. Just like I was telling a person earlier, you made light of somebody having breast cancer and God allowed you to go through that as punishment because we don't make fun of other people's illnesses.
Mm.
I've been saying that for the longest, and I
I
refuse to
think that
fight.
people think because this is a beef sector that they are supposed to say and do certain things, and I just don't agree with that. It's like Lovey Love said earlier, your head is bald, and I could have went low on her, but all my responses was the way you responded to that other person having breast cancer
I
is
remember
why God
that.
allowed you, huh?
I remember that. I remember what she
And
said about the other person. Yeah.
And
I
I
remember.
said, and that's why God allowed you to go through that same thing because what you did to them was horrible. It wasn't even, it's not ever funny when somebody goes through illness, sickness. I mind for somebody and their mom died first and then their brother died and somebody dropped down in their chat and the things that people, listen, you don't have to be harmful in your comments about how you feel about somebody because your lack of compassion for them, when it's your turn, you're going to want compassion. What I notice over here in the beef sector sometimes is that people, it's like they lack compassion and they lack empathy. And, what I see, this situation with Lemon is making me see people for who they really are. You know what I mean? We
Mhm.
we we don't. He actually said that December Creole is very hard for him.
Mm.
And I don't know whether he's thinking about, but I am going to suggest to Lemon that he just does not come on in December at all,
Yeah.
because the conversation that he said the other day was December is one of his. It's kind of like, I know people that have lost people, and December for them, although it's Christmas, is very hard for them to come out of the place where they are. Now, I don't know if he's going to grief counseling, but the thing that I can say is a grief counselor is able to take you from where you are to being able to deal with the fact that that person is not there, not coming back, and that is the reality. So when I meet people and they tell me that a certain time of the year that they shut down, then that lets me know not to have too much contact with them during that time. So in my personal opinion, I personally don't feel like he should come on YouTube in December at all. I feel like he shouldn't do not one live in December from the 1st through the 31st. If
Mm.
you shut down in December, mm-mm.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
not
y'all
gonna
might
happen.
not feel that way, but I do. Huh?
And I said, yeah, I hear you, and I understand where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen, baby. He's gonna keep coming on. And I did once before. I don't know if nobody told him, but I did say that if he ever gets to a point that he wants to talk to somebody and talk to somebody who went to school for it, that I would be open to helping him so he can get over that hump. But I'm not going to try to force them to do it, because if you try to force a person and they're not ready, it wears you out in them. So it makes a mockery. But I did say that. Now I don't
I
like I said.
remember.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody told him or whatever, but that still stands. It still
And
stands.
he's got to be willing to do the work, because
Yeah,
to
that's one.
to
Yep,
get through it, you got to go through it, and it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna want to throw in the towel when you go to therapy. I'm gonna
yep.
go ahead and tell you, but anything worth having is worth
Hmm.
working for.
Yeah, because I wanted to
Yeah,
just
turkey.
one day I was
Go ahead,
gonna
Freedom.
one day I was gonna go up there, and I just wanted to have a very brief conversation with him, and I realized that he was drunk. And because Tracy said, "Go ahead, babes. Go ahead." That's what she typed, and I said, "Nah, not today, because he's drunk." So I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it." So
I what I Go ahead,
go ahead.
Krill. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
What I
Go ahead.
noticed from the people around him, and they don't really realize the what they're doing. I'm gonna say is encouraging somebody to drink all the time. Let me just say, drink or smoke. Let me be clear about that. Drink or smoke. Encouraging somebody to be under the influence gives them a false sense of security. Because here's the whole thing: if it doesn't matter what the reason is that they're going under the influence, it doesn't really, it doesn't, because what tends to happen is I hear people, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. No, 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 no. Because what y'all are doing is creating a false sense of reality. And that is, y'all are encouraging this individual to partake in something that doesn't, what it allows him to do is numb from the pain of whatever it is that he feels it or is feeling at the time. But when the alcohol leaves, and I'm talking about the next day, I'm not talking about a hangover either. I'm talking about not being under the influence, then that person feels angry. And then, feels empty and angry actually. But unless you've actually been around somebody who has gone through that, the people that I keep hearing saying that, I be like, that's why sometimes I don't want to look at him, because I don't like the encouragement of go ahead and drink something, go ahead and smoke something. No, go ahead and deal with your issue, so that it's like, it would be like me saying, hey Creole, I want to lose weight, but Creole, I don't really want to go stand on a treadmill for an hour. How idealistic is that?
Yeah.
I'm only going to lose weight if I stand on a treadmill for an hour. That's real. So I feel like some of the people that are around him, they want to see a train wreck. Seriously.
I
Is
just think
that
a
true
lot.
though?
I'm sorry.
I do believe that some people do not have his best interest at heart. His best interest, and I'm gonna say this, but here's the same thing: there are people who have tried to tell him or
Yeah.
have tried to do that, and he shoots them down. So I don't know if they're the way that he does it too. It may make others afraid to speak up. If that makes sense, like,
Yeah.
well, I'm trying to look out for you the best that I can, but I know if I say something right this moment, you're gonna cuss me out. Then we ain't gonna be friends anymore. How am I gonna keep looking out for you? All this other stuff. Um, but he is at the end of the day a grown ass man.
There you come on. There it is.
And no
Right.
matter, you can try to tell him, and I'm gonna tell you something, he ain't gonna listen. He gonna do what he wanna do until he's ready, and he's gonna have to be literally sick and tired of it before he gets ready. Because anybody that goes through any you know any kind of thing like that, like my ex was an alcoholic because he had to help sign the papers to pull the plug on his mother at a
Okay.
very young age. He was 17 years old, and every August was hard for him because that was the month that they had to pull the plug.
Yeah.
And so he would get really blitzed during that month. He was not ready to give away that drink just yet because he was numbing that pain and didn't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And no
Yeah.
matter how much I tried to limit his drinking, no matter how much I tried to tell him it was bad for him, and I actually did get him to stop drinking quite a few times, it wasn't going to work because he wasn't ready.
Right.
And,
Right.
and you can try to lead a horse to water, but sometimes you can't make them drink,
Hey, make
baby.
him drink. Yeah. Come on. That's true.
So yeah, but I do agree with you, Miss Catherine, is that a lot of people are enablers or they want to see him crash out. They want to see. I don't want to see that for anybody on here. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
When Miss Lovely Love thought I was slick shading her that day when I wasn't gonna fight with that lady. She going through something right now. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, I don't have a beef with you. I wasn't even, I was just talking about some cooking stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that serious to me. I'm not gonna sit here and try to. I was like, have it, baby. Cuss me out if it makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not doing that stuff. I'm not getting into that stuff. I don't have a problem with her, so why would I do that? That makes no sense to me. But I know some people on here just like to scratch because they like to scratch. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. Thizzle. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't take it to heart. And I'm with Miss Catherine on another agreement of something she said a while ago. Some people on here take it to the extreme when you read somebody for filth. If you notice, if I've ever read somebody filth, I don't take it on their kids. I don't
Right.
take it on no health reads. I ain't taking it on no like I'm not taking it on no anybody that's dead in your family read, because leave the dead where the dead are. Respect the dead. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
not here no more. And there are low blows. You know how to, if you really wanted to cut a person's heart, you know how to do it. But sometimes, is it really worth it?
That's true.
The only way you pull out those big guns is if I'm gonna say this, I don't agree with those, but let's say this person has done nothing but steadily attack you and your family, your kids, and done nothing but low blows, and you get to the point you just fed up to like 1,000%.
Yeah.
Cut them that one good time. Don't do it multiple times. Just one good time is all it needs.
Charlie said that's
Mm.
all we need. Oh, well, ladies, I am ready to get out of here. I'm gonna make me some more coffee, at least warm this up, and pull my movie up that I'm gonna be watching for the next. Cause I'm gonna watch movies. I'm gonna watch at least 2 movies tonight before I go to bed. And
I'm gonna put
everything.
on my
Me and
scary
Scooby,
stories.
me and Scooby gonna be friends tonight. But what you doing tomorrow, sissy? Can you help me with the computer tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm doing the frenemies thing in the afternoon, but I should be free during the day. I'll let you
Okay.
know. Mom and pop, mother-in-law, father-in-law, bonus parents are still in the hotel right now because they're still finishing up some of the work at the house. It's like small stuff now,
I
but
remember you
still
saying that.
stuff.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's why I'm asking because I don't want
Yeah,
to
I
be.
should be though.
Okay.
Unless
I'll
something
text
comes up.
you. I'll
Yeah.
text you around 11 if you're not on, or if I see that you're on, I'll ask you what time is good, and you just let me know because I'm kind of free tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Ain't no bingo to my night. Look.
I did a little bit of a tutorial this morning with Miss Jill on my live because she was asking me some stuff and I was showing her how she got a MacBook. I said, "Child, you probably got the good stuff then." I said, and she told me how much RAM she got and all this. I was like, "Well, you good to go."
Okay.
Shit. It was her headphones that was messing her up. It wasn't the computer.
Okay. What's up? Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything last to say?
I just want to
Thank
say
you for having me, Creole.
I love you both, and I'm gonna drop down. I love y'all. Bye.
Love you too, sissy. Bye.
Huggies.
And what
All right.
Catherine?
Thank you for having me. I will see you. Are you going live tomorrow, or you're just going to focus on JB's frenemy feud?
If I go live, it'll be earlier, but I am going to support JB as well. So yeah, I'll
So
probably.
who are the teams?
Yaya and Lolo.
Okay.
Miss Catherine, you a mess. But either way,
Okay.
you know you come over here, girl.
Okay.
All
I'll
right,
support
baby.
JB. All right. See, you said you are going live, right? You said you are going live, right?
Yes.
So what time are you going live?
It'll probably be either if I wake up real early to be before Charlie. If not, it'll be after Charlie.
Okay.
All right, babe.
All right. Have a good night. Enjoy your movies and your coffee.
All right.
All right. Bye bye, Creole.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time. Ready to get out of here. Remember, no matter what the test, I always do your best. Thank y'all for rolling with me as late as I be going lately. Y'all, I promise I'm gonna get back on track. Okay, I really am. All right.
Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the sitting of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, leave a balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. She walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly.